see your recent response to that bikini stuff. This to say, was it planned?
I'm not curated at all. I think that's probably the best thing and the worst thing about me as an artist, because there's a lot of things that are supposedly spontaneous, but they're actually planned. I'm not like that at all. I'm not trying to present as something. Like, what I am is what you see. That's what you get. And I feel like I'm that way because that's everybody in real life. Something about social media is we try to present as something that we think everybody wants to see. Don't really give a fuck what everybody wants to see. So I was even wearing a one piece. So if I not actually wear bikini, go. If I actually wear like a two piece, what happens? Like front and back.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the shivers in the system, ain't no telling how talking man of this.
Hey, I don't forget the line.
With the remix in the system, ain't no telling how fucking man of this. Yeah, I think that's how it goes. Sorry, I'm popping already. Welcome to another episode of the Zero Conditions podcast.
Yes,
Today,
sir.
going by what was happening before we started the show, it might be a very, very interesting episode.
It has to be. I'm here.
Our guest is not here, but guess who is here? The one and only, the legendary, the man with the name,
I love it.
the man with the voice,
I love it.
Quinzy.
Bro, that's not my name. What's good, guys? Quincy Jones in the building. How do artists do it? It's your boy. They're always saying he's your boy. I don't even know you. I know my
Talk to
boy.
me, man. It's your boy in the building. Holla! I want to see what bottle of Shivas Dorish. Quincy, now Quincy drink him.
That's not even true. So I'm gonna go back to when he invited me. He said, Quincy.
Shivas one Leo.
That's what he calls me. He said, Quincy. Shivas one Leo. And I'm like, okay. He's like, oh, Zero Conditions podcast. Hey, come through. I'm like, yeah, man. Oh, bro, I'm down. Let's go. I'm like, will there be drink? And he's like, day. And then I go here and it's like 30 minutes to the show and there's no drink. They see full bottle without opening. Check my story. It's there. I say, are you going to open the drink or should we just face our front? Yeah. And here we are at the beginning of the show.
Wait, Quincy. That was 30 minutes before the show.
Yes.
So when did we open the bottle?
Around that time, after I called you out.
So like 20 minutes before the show.
25 minutes.
So now 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Now the bottle Dorish.
The drink sweet, I don't feel like. I'm not even trying to endorse
it's a great
your
drink. It's a great drink.
sponsorship.
No, I appreciate
Nah,
it, bro. It's a great drink.
It's sweet.
It's a great drink.
And you shouldn't mix it, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out to Shivers. This episode was brought to you by Shivers Regal and Pop Central TV, channel 189 on DSTV. Quincy Jones, what's in this up?
You hear me? I'm good, man. You hear me? Try it. It goes. It goes. Just put an R. You hear me?
I know someone that would say Shivers.
Wait, like genuinely?
No, just but everything is R.
Ah, nice.
O'Share.
That's my guy. O'Share. I love it.
Oh my God. What are you feeling this week, Quincy?
I'm feeling Rema's album. I know. Say wait. Let's not act brand new, unless your viewers are not on your socials, right? But if they're on your socials,
they don't feel.
They know. If you're on my socials, you probably know. But if you're in my car, hidden somewhere, you know that all I've played this whole week is
Rema.
only Rema.
Ozeba. You want gatekeeper person if you jump first, bro?
My favorite line. I can't balance on the reason with the
politician.
Non-stop.
Bro. I don't want anybody that's on social media saying that album is not good. Holy Ghost fire catch you.
I don't. So I think that if we go through the Christianity route,
yeah,
there's still mercy because God is forgiving.
Fair enough.
Oh wait, are you sure I can speak?
Shago.
Chop your lip, bro. Look, I'm not even. Can I move the mic?
Move on.
Thanks.
Just talk.
All right, sir.
As long as we're okay.
Bruv, look, man. I'm not even gonna lie. every single person I saw their tweets or their posts.
Yeah.
Now, people like you cause them, but I'm coming back to you very soon. Every single person I saw their tweets and their posts about, oh, the album is trash, the album is this, and then they keep going. They're trying to be intelligent, and then they reference a meme, and then it's just darkness. And then I actually intentionally go to these people's pages, right? Check their previous posts, yes, and I see why they say what they say. Because woman,
range, bro.
There's no sense. I'm not even gonna lie. There's no goddamn sense. Everybody, bro, that album is fire.
This one I be like Lagos by they pull my shots down.
Bro, flex your. Are you not on Twitter?
K4 calves.
But you're on Twitter. You're one of the Twitter gods.
Me?
Bro, flex it. There's no more bias and things that men can do or women. All of us do it. Now, we flex lap. We show everything. We seduce every. Yes, now. So they show cleavage, you show.
So
lap.
You mean I'm seducing people like this?
My brother, pull it higher.
Make her give them jungle fever.
Thighs of justice. Thighs of justice.
That's the
Flaunt it.
Thighs of justice.
Thighs of Flaunt your thighs, my bro.
Oh my God.
I did tell you.
This guy
What?
said
You don't make mistake. You go invite me to your podcast. Oh, my brother.
Oh
Look,
my
man.
God. Quincy, you are insane.
Love you too, bro. Bro, as we were saying about Rema's album, I'm going to start by saying Rema's album is absolutely brilliant.
Yep.
After listening to the first play on Rema's album,
I
went back immediately. I dropped the album. I went back.
Yeah.
I went to listen to all the previous records.
Yeah.
Down to do maybe, I'm not even messing with you.
Yeah.
I love music like that.
Yeah.
And I realized that, okay, let me say it in plain terms for the shallow-minded, which is very simple. Remember that time when I know hear sounds from the other side from Wizkid?
Yep.
Where they no like them.
Yep.
Meanwhile, now, point of growth.
Yeah.
Right? Remember when I know hear Brother Boy's Outside album? Meanwhile, now, point of growth, which they don't understand.
Yeah.
There's a time in the life of an artist after overcoming a certain feat or conquering a certain feat. Bro, these guys want to be themselves.
Yep.
Because they have been, either you do, music people know.
Yep.
You've been tailored to be a certain type of way.
Yep.
Look, man, let's not do R&B. I know that's your stuff, but I also see that you can deliver party anthems.
Yep.
So, you know what? Let's go with party anthems.
Yeah.
Let's deliver that. Let's do that. Bro, this guy is messing around and he's absolutely owning the fact that he's Rema. This is him.
Yep.
He's playful. He's this.
Yeah.
Bro, their social media accounts don't even tell us enough.
Yep.
Do you get what I mean?
Yep.
And that's where Black Bones used to chop everybody, to be very honest.
Personality.
Bro, he gives you the person that is Black Bones, and we all love him for that, right? But it's a lot of tailoring, which is fine.
That it requires.
You know, that's why I say it's fine.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? But now the music is reflecting the person.
Yeah.
And you're out here saying, he no sweet. Your dad is deaf. Because, bruv, that record is, that album is fire.
Bro, I don't have one single skip on that album.
No.
No.
You know how Eminem said, Eminem just released an album.
Yeah.
Eminem now said something about, it basically just referenced, don't skip the album.
Play back to back.
Play back to back. You will miss some things if you miss a particular record. Bro, Rema should just copy that tweet and paste
it.
I did. Bro, that album is absolutely brilliant.
Bro, that's the best Nigerian album I've heard this year. As a matter of fact, that might be the best Nigerian album I've heard in 2 years.
I'm thinking about it so I don't offend my friends.
I'm sorry, to everybody. Me too, I'm trying to not offend people, but I'm not talking about it from a perspective. So, there are different tiers or different metrics that you can use to judge an album. Like it's quality in terms of critical acclaim.
Yeah.
There is now like commercial success and impact and all of that. I think the biggest album in the last 2 years has been David's album.
Who else?
I think it's the biggest Nigerian album in the last 2 years, right? I'm not talking about impact globally and Grammys, please. I'm talking about success
that's
in
what they will
Nigeria,
always do.
right? But in terms of the quality of albums that I've heard in the last 2 years, this is the best album I've heard.
No, wait, your brother dropped an album as well, didn't he?
Nah, bro, it's not up to par.
Eh?
It's a good album, but it's not on this level. I'm sorry, bro. This album is concise. There is no you don't have the time to skip anything. Do you understand? It's so well tailored that you don't have the time to skip anything. Like, the thing I respect about that Bonus album is also about the fact that he wasn't scared to go experiment.
Yes.
The album was hip-hop influenced.
Yes.
It was hip-hop infused.
Absolutely.
I respect that part. But this album is a formless art of African pop music. It is formless. You can't...
Say it again. Say it again,
I
my
say-
guy.
I say Sabi,
bro.
Abi. I Sabi.
My brother,
I dey try.
no worry. You know, you don't tell me you Sabi.
Formless
Na
art of
podcast, they just
African...
Hey.
Formless art of African pop music. That's what this album is. Because this is
Oh, my
bold.
guy.
It is experimental. Bro, this album is not... There's nothing you've heard like this album.
Absolutely.
It borrows from a lot of places, but there is nothing that you've heard, all of it, in one place like this album.
Bro.
And I know that a lot of people are going to say, oh, you work in the music industry. Bro, I don't give a shit what you think. This is I was speaking with a music exec yesterday, someone who has added like things in this industry.
Yes.
The person called me we spoke at like 8 a.m. yesterday. And this person is saying, bro, this album is insane. And the sad part is a lot of people are not going to get it. And this is someone that has nothing. This is someone that doesn't even speak on industry matters. The person is good, very influential, all of that shit.
Say, call his name.
I don't want to call his name
Why
because
now?
he wouldn't want me to call his name in conversations like this. Do you understand?
Will you tell me after the show?
I will tell you after the show.
Okay.
Now, the person was like, bro, you need to play this album with headphones. As a matter of fact,
Is he affiliated to anything?
he's not
maybe
affiliated to
anything?
anybody right now. Nobody.
Lovely.
Right?
So just honest.
Just honest, right? This is also a music lover.
Yeah.
He's someone that loves music in its truest form, as an art form.
Lovely.
So he went into like the breakdown. Look, bro, me that I had my opinions and we were talking because we enjoyed discussing music.
Yes.
I just sat there listening to him because he was raving. I'd never heard this person rave before.
Yeah,
in
he
my
said
life.
Raving. I like that. That's a Rema
a
thing.
bar.
That's a Rema thing.
Raving.
Yeah.
Maven. I did try.
No, Shiva's done the entire you. Let's leave it as Raving. Because, I mean, what was Afro-Rave? That's what Rema
Afro-Rave.
was-
I
yeah.
think, so right now, let's start with the Afro-Rave conversation. I'm one of the people that have said Afro-Rave is not a genre. It means nothing.
Why?
But
With
a
this
genre-
album,
Yeah.
do you think that it should
there's
be a
an
genre?
Afro-Rave. No, it's not a genre.
You did play.
Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know why? A genre is uniquely identifiable. This album is formless, but it has different forms. Like there is Mara on this album with Ozeba.
Yes.
There is like the Magic Sticks Ashake type of song with Yeyo.
Yes.
Egungun is like street pop, but
Okay.
with a lot of like things. The song with Odumodu Black is strongly hip hop influenced. So it's not one thing.
And
So
I'm going to say something
what?
to
Okay.
counter this.
Okay.
Please allow me interject.
Okay, please.
I'm going to say, during my conversation with Adi Kabasa,
Shout out to Heidi Kabasa.
I learned something that, I feel very sad that I did not know,
Yeah.
but it was brilliant.
Yeah.
So he vocally illustrated Sashino Peters. Sashino Peters is he vocally illustrated Sashino Peters'
Evolution.
Afro-juju,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And linked it to what's it called? Afrobeats.
Yep.
I wish I could remember exactly the. Okay. So it says Sashino Peters is
Yeah.
and then if you slow it down, you get Afro beats.
Yeah.
And then it's that's fella,
Yeah.
and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
But if pace is deciding which genre is which, just pace, Actually, I think that Rema can own an entire entire genre.
My take on it is,
You know, Afrofusion is a thing, right?
Afrofusion is not an identifiable genre. It's an identifier. It's not a genre. It's more of a description.
No,
Afrobeats
it has not been labeled.
No,
That's the difference.
there is no.
Because if 60 billion, bro, you're in the music business. Let's leave this this man is in music business. Leave podcast. You're in the music business. How many of these young artists have approached you and told you that the genre of their music is Afrofusion?
A bunch of people.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Oh, more like ton.
Yeah, because when a lot of music have a brand of music has African influences, and they don't know what else it is, they just call it Afrofusion. Afrofusion essentially,
bro,
is
but
just,
jello ni be any, yeah, man.
yeah, but you can't.
Afrobeats. So Afrobeats. What's the difference between Afrobeats and jazz? The Afrobeat, sorry, Afrobeat in
And
itself.
jazz.
And
What's the
jazz.
difference?
What's the difference? You say percussion, Abi?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, now.
yeah. One.
How distinctive is the percussion?
Yeah, to jazz,
Yes,
bro. Because when you hear it, it's there. You can't.
I will play you jazz artists from the US that probably at the time were happy that they were free from slave trade.
And they
right?
were going back and influencing
And
African
there was
influences.
percussion in the music.
Yeah, but the difference between Afrobeat and jazz is because Afrobeat without the S is jazz, it is high life, it is calypso. Like the guitars are calypso guitars. Literally.
Guess what?
Adeayo.
All of this boils down to
Yeah.
my point, which is you just mentioned that Afrobeat could be this. and it's a
Afrobeat
mixture
is
of all of these
Afrofusion.
things.
Afrobeat
Right?
itself is Afrofusion.
Unfortunately, after Afrobeat, there's been a lot more type of experimentation.
As a matter of fact, Afro-juju is not a genre. It doesn't make sense.
it's juju music.
It's juju music. Like,
Yes, no.
you can't put Afro before a genre that is African. It
No,
doesn't
but
make sense.
Actually, if you reference Sashino Peters, it's
Yeah.
juju music.
It's juju music.
Yes, but
But with a lot of electronic influences. Shout out to Baba, by the way. Shinomania,
What?
Ace.
what?
I give it to Baba. I'm
King.
not fucking
Absolute
around.
king.
I am just saying the name makes no sense. With all due respect.
Why?
The Afro prefix is meant to describe things that are not African. Like, you are describing things. So let's say Afro R&B. The Afro
makes
that you're
sense.
putting there means that
So you're
there are
saying-
African
yeah,
influences.
yeah.
But now juju itself is inherently African.
Yes.
You can't put Afro before it. It's tautology. It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
They talk to you waiting Sashino Peters.
Makes no
sorry, I
sense.
don't enter interview.
But I think what Baba,
But
I think what
they
Baba,
talk to Sashino Peters now get sense.
Baba gets sense. If you make Ace
not
and
go whine God, though.
Shinomania, if you make Ace and Shinomania, you are a fucking genius.
Oh yeah.
Do you understand?
Oh no, don't play.
You're a
Don't
fucking
play.
musical genius. But what I'm saying in essence is the name,
Yeah.
the nomenclature should probably have been Juju Fusion. I think that would have made more sense.
Juju fusion in what era? Come on, bro.
Bro, people were calling things fusion back in the day. There was high life fusion. There was rock fusion. As a matter of fact, the rock fusion movement started after the Nigerian Civil War, when a lot of people were playing psychedelic rock with a lot of high life influences. It happens, and it crossed over.
Shout out to what's it be that?
We are deviating from the Rema conversation.
AOT2.
Shout out to AOT2. OG.
Yeah, that's no.
OG.
I need to get it.
Shout
It's
out
a
to
lot of figures
OG.
and letters.
OG,
but
bro.
shout out to him.
Shout out to
I
AOT2.
love your page.
Shout
I
out
love
to
what you're
AOT2.
doing.
He
Yeah,
is,
man.
is one of the greatest journalists this country has ever seen, by far.
I agree.
He's also my OG.
I agree.
I love him. I respect him a lot. I spoke with him today as well. Baba, call me. We have money to make. Anyway.
Guess what? He's not the one that call your name. Oh. It's me. At the end of the day, they snatch glory. Afro snatching.
You can't do that. You can't put Afro before snatching.
Afro
Snatching
snatching.
is African.
No,
I'm
snatching is worldwide. So I say Afro. In your books, it's correct. Afro snatching, what is it? Yeah, man.
Now, so back to Rema. So I feel like Afro-Rave, like if a genre is a genre when you hear it. Like, you have set sonic identifiers for a genre to be a genre. Does that make sense? You have set sonic identifiers for a genre to be a genre. So when I hear, like when I hear trap, I know it's trap. When I hear hip hop music, boom bap, I know it's boom bap music.
Yeah.
When I hear Latin pop, I know it's Latin pop. When I hear high life, I know it's high life. When I hear Ogene, I know it's Ogene, right? So I didn't think it was, right? But my thing now is, after I heard this album, I can concede the reality that Afro-Rave is a style. Do you understand? I can't call it a genre. It's a style. Like, because, bro, this album, when you listen to this album, man, you are thinking of parties, with all due respect to everybody, drug-infested parties where a lot of people are just dancing from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m.
Bro,
that's what it sounds like.
Bro, it took... I'm a grown... Bro, I'm nowhere near Gen Z. I'm a grown adult.
Yeah.
I got family to feed. And I listened to that album and I almost flawed I enjoy my music best when I'm driving.
Yeah.
I almost flawed my, what's it called?
Bro,
Accelerator.
it's so
because
intoxicating.
of the record.
Ozeba.
No.
Made
Relax.
matcha. You dey match you just a match and they go.
I can't think say now. Wait till that car went call for inside the song.
Bentega, I think it was a Bentega.
No, it's not Bentega. It's not
is it
Bentega. It was one of those fast cars. It wasn't a luxury car.
Oh, what car is
No, it was one of those fast cars. I remember during the course of the conversation, but saying that to say it is so emotion infused,
bro,
and you don't get that anywhere else if it's not personality driven.
No, you
and
don't.
That is absolutely what he brought to the album.
Yeah.
Other than that, I was like, as we were discussing earlier, I said everybody says, oh look, they were a rapper before they become who they are at the moment, all of these things and all of that. Rema is the only, so far, Rema to me is the only rapper convert, right? Convert that has been able to utilize hip hop style
Burna Boy
to
as well.
his advantage.
Burna Boy as well.
Yeah, Burna Boy. Oh my God.
Burna as well.
How do me?
Yeah.
Do me.
Burna as well.
Burna Boy.
As a matter of fact, everybody comes from hip hop when you think about it.
No, everybody say they come from hip hop,
But not everybody comes from hip hop.
but not everybody comes from hip hop.
Everybody's influenced by hip hop though.
Yeah, no, being influenced by hip hop is different. Bro, this guy is singing the whole record.
Yeah.
It's all hip hop P going on that record.
Bro.
Sorry, man.
Bro.
Let me
tell you something. Bro. This album.
Please, can I say this?
Please go.
Akamba has done the resemble the politician. They say I speak like a first time. Don't stop. Hey, my God.
Let me tell you. So, Rema makes like every time. So I listen to this album and I have only two critiques, right?
Talk to your guy.
Rollouts, right? The rollout of the album, which is part of the conversations that I've been having conversations with a lot of people about this album, and there are people that don't like it. Shout out to my guy Adeayo.
About creativity, by the way.
I read Adeayo's review. I don't necessarily agree with. I don't.
Summarize it. What did he say?
What he said was it's a bold album. In 10 years, we're going to look at it and think that this is a bold album, but that the execution wasn't there because it felt like Rema was overconfident on the album. It felt like Rema was just, it felt like he was one take. A lot of the things were one take because he was saying a lot of random things. Now, I don't disagree with that. That's one perspective. I can see why he says that. But what I think...
What's his name?
Adeayo. Shout out to Adeayo.
Shout out to Adeayo. I think that you were right at the earlier part of your summary.
Yeah.
And then the other part, it was just garbage.
Shit,
right? Because,
come on,
bruv, what do you mean by wait till you talk? The last part, what was that thing?
So what he was saying is about the execution of the music.
See execution as how he was overconfident, which kind
so that's a perspective.
Bruv, you said I can speak.
You can't.
You said I can speak. I'm sorry. I love Adeayo. Shout outs to you, but bruh, if you say stuff, you gotta come correct. That was daft. Because let me tell you why.
Why?
One thing that's always sold in the creative space, right, is personality.
I hear you.
It has always been the A game or the X factor to anybody.
I hear you.
Right? Every single person, in every single thing you do, you have to cover personality.
Yeah.
Or reflect who you are in
Or
there.
else it's not going to
and
connect.
there it becomes...
It's not going to connect.
Right? Comes to a TV presenter, radio presenter. I'm not going to use this one line. TV presenter, radio presenter, artist, producer, all of these things.
Personality sells things
always
before the quality sells it.
It does, because
Always.
somehow everybody can bloody relate.
It's connecting.
And you're telling me he was overconfident? As how?
So
Oga, sorry. What's his name?
Adeayo.
Oga Adeayo, listen to me. Bruv, of all of the things you said, you don't have the check or the advance that Rema has on his head to deliver an album and make sure the number... Bruv, let's talk music business, right? Oga, you say he day overconfident. You know how many people listened to it before the release? He didn't just drop it. He's not a Rema, record and drop the record.
Yeah.
No. People listened to it. They probably had fights in the camp.
Yeah.
To say, look, this is what I want to drop. And he must go. And they're thinking of advances that have been paid. They're thinking of monies that will be recouped. They're thinking of all of these things. And this particular album came out to all of us hearing you. They tell me, say, they overconfident. I tell you, slappy.
Shiva's not the entire body.
Sorry, bro. They tell me, you said I can talk. Stop it.
Shiva's not the entire body.
You told me.
You
I'm
can't
sorry,
talk.
I'm
you
usually
can't
not
talk.
like this.
No.
But he
You are
told me-
usually like this.
I'm a guest.
You are like this.
I'm a guest.
Off camera.
He told me.
You are like this.
He told me, go ahead.
Go off.
That's what he told me.
Go off.
I'll slap him. I'm not lying. I'll slap him right now. Oh, God. Say overconfident. Overconfident.
Calm down.
Person get Billboard Hot 100 record as a Nigerian artist owning the record. You know the year later they tell you he owns the record.
Hey.
Featuring Selena Gomez. Worldwide global hit. In short, I'll tell you for a fact, no offense, racism day on top.
Hey.
Because that song supposed last for that chart longer than he did at the top spot. You dey tell me so overconfidence. You never know. Bruv, tell him to talk to me about music that's popping, right? And getting at least 20K US in UK, like 10 locations.
Yeah.
There's that. Wait. Go to the UK, do 10 locations. Go to the US, do 10 locations. Go to Canada, do 10 locations. And talk to me about overconfidence.
Let me
It
chime in.
never happens.
Let me chime
You get to, no, don't chime. You want defend them.
No, I'm not.
Sorry, it's your podcast.
Let
I
me
forgot.
know. No, keep going.
My bro,
I respect
don't play
you.
with me,
Bro,
man.
I don't disagree.
Overconfident.
I don't disagree.
I'm upset. I'm genuinely upset.
It's okay. I see the point that you're trying to make, right? And the point is, I don't agree with what he said. The large part.
You can't now. Me and you
Now,
for fight
the
now
reason
for
why,
your podcast.
The reason why I don't disagree with it is I've learned in music, especially when it comes to music opinions, that there are parts of people that there can be two opinions at sometimes, right?
It's okay.
My own opinion is Ravage EP was a victory lap for Rema. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
It was a victory lap. Like Rema was flossing on that album because Rema has always been flossing, but the flossing was different on Ravage EP.
It was
The heavy.
confidence.
Do you understand?
Was there.
He even said it to the point where I don't derive my confidence from a number one record. I don't give a shit, right? But this album is a lifestyle album. Do you understand? This is Rema's new lifestyle.
You know what's funny?
Give me a
We
second.
should have taken a cue from Benin Boys.
Yeah, this is a
That
lifestyle.
was the first cue.
This is a lifestyle album about, and this is Rema's. This is inherently Nigerian. Rema spoke more Yoruba on this album. It's intentional. Do you understand? Ozeba is a Mara record. There's a reason for that. The only problem that I have with Ozeba is that Ozeba didn't have DJ YK MULE at this time. That's the only problem I have with that song.
I need to give you props on this particular.
Guess who came up with that?
because-
Guess who came up with that narrative?
Who?
Adeayo.
Man. I'm so upset. I'm upset. Let me tell you why. This is why. Because before we started the show, I'm not even gonna lie. We're just banting, having a conversation. And then he's like, oh, Ozeba should have had DJ YK MULE
At the start.
And the moment he said it, as a
You
music
kept quiet.
creative,
You kept quiet like.
I kept quiet. I said, God, what is this? This is so brilliant. Because, bro, it now opened my mind.
To what
about
the
when
possibilities.
You physically feel your
Now
mind
you
dey
feel am
spread.
spiritually.
And then, what was I saying?
Yeah.
I started giving different instruments that could be on
Could
the
be
record.
on the drum.
The drums.
Bro.
Bro, and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
So shout outs to Adeayo still. But I no go lie, I'm always true to myself
Fair
because
enough.
waiting
I
you talk for
respect
year,
that. I
they
respect that.
very brilliant.
I respect
bro,
that.
because
I respect that.
If bro, as a music person, if that record came with DJ YK MULE,
Bro, it's
that
gone.
is the
First
what's
thing.
it they call first release
Yeah.
for album
exclusive.
EP. That is the exclusive.
Yeah.
That's the first record
Yeah.
that goes out.
I'll
to
guess
everybody.
I'll guess this here.
Yes, sir. And she looks fantastic.
Can she come in?
Absolutely.
CJ, please clear road. Clear road!
Let her step onto the set.
So I really believe that. I think the album is incredible.
No, it's
genuinely
fantastic.
think
It's absolutely fantastic.
Hi, Simi.
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm trying to get a hug.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
Simi, are you going to all guests too? Yeah, sorry.
No gift.
No, I say you know all guests too.
How are you? Oh, from where? You know Quincy?
I know her though.
Yeah.
It's calm. I think
Yeah.
that's fine. Since City FM. Since City FM. Since 20. Why we want to do this live on the
Get
TV
out.
show?
Just say what you want to say.
Oh my other way more lobby. I'm a big boy now. Nah, I'm messing around. I'm messing let me say it this way. I met you when you were whooping. Wait, it's your show. I met you when you were whooping niggas' ass on FIFA, right? In like, what was it, 2013,
We were doing like a
14?
event,
Salute
yeah.
to the flag.
I remember.
You beat
Wow.
everybody. I feel
How you doing?
I'm great, thank you. Is this
Yeah.
better?
Yeah, that's better. That's better. Congrats
I'm
on
very
the album and
good.
everything.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
How you feeling? What makes you tired?
I've had a very
That's all.
long day.
Okay, what did
Yeah.
you do today?
Well, I've had like 6 interviews
What?
and another podcast.
Another podcast?
Yeah. Was it a podcast? Well, like it's kind of like an interview, not a podcast. Not a podcast. It's my other podcast.
STXO.
I
Was
don't.
it a
I don't
podcast?
trust Steph.
STXO.
Have another
It
podcast
was
before she
no,
came
it
to
was not
zero
a podcast.
condition?
It was Bayu.
Oh, it's been
Yeah,
Oh.
it's not a
Shout
podcast.
out. I like
Yeah.
that content.
That
Did you enjoy that?
That would have been
Yeah, I don't know if he did though.
nice. Oh. I'm sorry. Can I say one thing? Permit me.
Yeah.
It happened. I say you are our what would be John Legend wife name? Christian.
Oh.
Chrissy Teigen.
Yes,
she
you
was,
are
though.
our no.
I don't think anymore.
No, obviously a bigger brand, definitely. But
Fair enough.
Obviously, not somebody's wife. It's Simi. Come on. But in terms of the clapbacks and all you do on socials,
Simi, do you want?
yeah, right up there.
No,
Okay.
I had a drink yesterday and I feel like I haven't completely recovered from it.
You're not a
yet.
drinker.
I'm not a big drinker,
Mm.
but I do drink.
On your best days, how much can you drink?
Not that much. I'm a lightweight. So I'm not a big drinker. I'm not gonna brag because I have nothing to brag about.
Oh, well,
Like if I drink 2 glasses of like champagne, I feel like I'll be good for the night. If I take one more, it's a party. If I take one more, I'm knocked out. So,
what's a party like with Simi
oh,
after 3 glasses of champagne?
I'm a lover when I drink. Like I always tell my friends, I love you so much. Like you've done so much for me, and I cannot imagine my life without you.
Wait, you don't do that?
It's giving melody.
You don't?
Nah, fuck
Yeah.
that. I'm toxic.
Oh, yeah. That,
I'm
no,
toxic.
No, no,
Ah.
What?
Nah.
I'm toxic. I'm not telling nobody I love them after I love
After
them.
a drink?
Oh yeah.
Fuck that.
When you're solid?
Nah, fuck that.
No, you haven't had enough.
Nah.
No, some people are not
feel
like that.
I feel
though.
like spilling my
Not
guts,
everyone's
bro.
like that.
I feel like spilling my guts and telling you how much I hate you.
Oh wow, that's intense. No,
But
me,
why
I
do
mean,
you-
I love hard. I love
Yeah.
harder when I'm like. I don't think I've ever been drunk by being super tipsy.
Do you ever want to be drunk?
No.
Now your show is your one start.
What's it concern you? You want
No
drink?
verse. No, even now
I'm
your
on
show
sick
now.
Quincy. Oh.
No verse.
That's the bottle that Quincy opened
Oh, today?
today.
Is it today? Less than 30 minutes ago.
God damn. What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He was harassing me if I opened the bottle.
He invited me to
Yeah.
his podcast. I have mine. Invited me to, you see that free love. You see him, you feel him.
Talk to me about the podcast.
He invited me to his podcast and did not offer me a drink. I got here.
I
very
never
early.
said I didn't offer you a drink. I brought the bottles.
He brought bottles out to flash in my
Eh,
face.
no, I didn't flash the-
Should I just
Me,
open my
flash
eye to the
bottle,
drink and he
yeah.
entered
Wait,
my
so
eye?
you drank
that.
this much?
So this is my glass. That's
Yeah.
his. He has.
Oh,
drink in
have you
his
been
glass.
drinking? Okay, you guys drank it together.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
He's a liar.
even so.
Somehow on
Even
this
so.
show today.
Like both of you.
Simi,
even
who do
so.
you believe?
Him.
Wow.
Because
You
the
just
truth
have the
don't
face
lie.
of someone that's probably lying.
Because I said I'm toxic.
Well, there's probably I think
Normal
that's
level.
it.
Exactly. I think that's
Simi,
it.
I have questions to ask you. It's not my show.
May
Sha.
we'll talk that Chrissy Teigen parts first. Why did you stop being very savage on Twitter? Because you were savage.
I feel like I still am sometimes. I just maybe because I'm not on Twitter as much as I used to be. Yeah, and I don't really count it as being savage, Sha. I just
You just express yourself.
I'm not like my goal is not
Cry,
to,
cry.
my goal is not to be savage. It's just I mean truth is that people see sometimes your response and they assume that that's like, oh, you're always clapping back. But like if you see compared to how much stuff you actually get, like how much stuff you're seeing online, like I hardly ever reply, honestly. And that's how I am in real life. I mean I would say that I'm very quick-witted. So if my friend, she says like someone says thank you, I say I don't know, sorry, I'll be like, sorry for yourself. That's me. Even if like it's for real, like I'm a joker as well. So to me it's not being savage, I'm just vibing. Vibes on vibes.
So the time that you used to spend on Twitter, I know some other things might have taken it. Like the things that are not obvious that might have taken that space. What are they?
That are not obvious.
Yeah.
I mean I think all those things are pretty obvious.
Oh.
Yeah. And again, Twitter doesn't give the way it used to. Twitter
I
used to
hear
be
you.
better, yeah. Because I was
hear
a
you.
proper Twitter girl back
Can
in
I
the
can
day.
I say it for you? Can I say it on your behalf?
Knock 'em.
Bruv, the people we get sense, where they banter, not they again. Everybody has gone to greener pasture and it's daft people. That's why they say nonsense about music.
I'm going to add to that. I think the problem is we became woke.
We became woke.
So bro, do you know how crazy Twitter used to be?
No, I don't think that's for me. That's not what it is.
No,
I-
but
I-
Twitter used to be the home of intellect.
I agree.
I hear
But it was
that.
like
Actually.
it was
It is-
like
it
very
still is.
intellectual banter.
You say what?
I think
I
What
don't
are you talking
know.
about? It's you and your FYP. I mean, what they call
Fuck
it?
you, bro.
No, it's you.
Is FYP not like a TikTok thing?
For
No, I think that's
Twitter has
even an
Twitter has an
Instagram
FYP
thing or
now,
something.
for you page.
Yeah.
It's for you page
Oh,
on
okay, I know
Twitter.
what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It's for you on Twitter now.
That's- bro,
Shout out to
it's-
Aaron Must.
Sometimes I feel like Twitter is like a competition of who can be the most toxic.
Yeah.
I know
I
that
hear you.
I know that some people are toxic, but they're still also intelligent.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that now
Very
they're
few.
not. It's more like it's like a competition of who can be like the loudest weird person.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? And it's just I just don't have fun with that as like I used to. So I hardly go on there except I'm trying to sell something.
Because we became woke.
I don't
because-
think it's a woke thing. I think some
It's not a
wokeness is
woke thing.
necessary.
I hear you. I
By
agree.
the way, yeah. So
I
I don't
agree.
think it's a woke thing. I think it's just the quality of conversations that happen now. Plus, I I feel like we tend to be like a bandwagon type of people where everyone is doing what everybody else is
Very
doing.
sheepish.
Exactly. So, because this is how it's going, everybody feels like that's how. Because it's the same people on Twitter that have Instagram accounts, if you know, and Facebook accounts. I mean, even though they don't go.
And then there are different personalities.
Yeah, so it's like you switch your personalities depending on where you are. So.
That's profound, isn't it?
Yeah, it's solid. I'm a guest. Can I ask a question?
Yeah, I guess.
But if I answer my question now, how do I?
Oh, and let me hear.
Okay, got you. So, I want to go to. I'd say I'm not even going to lie. I'm not hiding it. None of these people pay me, right? I love you, die.
Of course.
Right? No, not on a. Yeah, I love you, pieces. Let me tell you why. You see your recent response to that bikini stuff? Hey, God. I love you. And I love the fact that your team were not, I don't know if that happened behind the scenes. Don't post it.
Oh.
Shout out to STSO.
The STXO. Yeah.
STSO.
Yeah. I don't think she even knew when she posted.
No. She definitely didn't.
Obviously, she did. She did. She's on top of it again.
She saw it with everybody.
Saying this to say, was it planned?
No.
You just made a random video.
I'm not curated at all. I think that's probably the best thing and the worst thing about me as an artist. Because there's a lot of, planned, like things that are supposedly spontaneous, but they're actually planned.
Yeah.
I'm not like that at all. I'm the kind of person that if I have an idea at 2 a.m., I want to post it at 2 a.m. I'm not trying to present as something. Like, what I am is what you see. That's what you get. And I feel like I'm that way because that's everybody in real life. But something about social media is we try to present as something that we think everybody wants to see. But I don't really give a fuck what everybody wants to see. Because you can't keep up.
Almost Simi is the first guest on this show that cursed without saying, "Can I curse?"
Oh,
Right?
I heard you cussing, so I knew I could.
Oh, fuck!
I heard you cussing, so I knew I could. I think that you can't please everybody. Like Ebenezer Obi said. So it's like, no matter what you do, someone is displeased, but someone is pleased, and
Do you know that a lot of people still don't know that you were by the pool till today?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they think I just
I'm not
dressed
playing.
like that and went and just stood on the streets beside some guys and started doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Have you been dumb, nigga?
Just hang. Oh, you should tell me. You're on Twitter.
Fuck you, bro. I walked into that one, didn't it?
Bro, you moonwalked into it.
Billie Jean. Sorry. Simi, sorry. But you weren't always... It felt like the brand is evolving as well. Is it the person that's evolving or the brand?
How do you mean?
A bikini photo wasn't always a Simi thing.
That's not true. That's actually so untrue because
Wasn't visible to us. I mean,
I think
fair
people
point.
see what they search for. Because last week I was in Mykonos, right? Mm-hmm. And for
Flex.
2-3 days.
You don't reach
it's
Mykonos
like
before.
it's soft stuff.
You don't reach Mykonos before.
Oh, who? Whom? Oh, Mykonos. I know how to... Me, Momo Beni. Me, Monobe, man.
It's not far.
It's not?
It's not far.
Yeah? It's just quite a lot of funds. What? Can I get the drink?
Come on,
carry man.
Okay.
I've been quite...
Dry.
All right, so I was saying.
Simi, do you still think I'm the one that's drinking or he is?
I think you're both drinking.
Okay.
Don't interrupt her, please.
Fuck
As
off.
you were saying.
So prior I posted I wasn't wearing a one piece. So if I not actually wear bikini, if I actually wear a 2-piece, what happens? Like pants and bra.
Hey!
Actually, so prior I had been posting pictures of me by the pool at the beach wearing my swimsuit.
Yeah.
And that's the one that people were like outraged at. And that's the thing. It's like, how many things are you gonna care about? How many things, I mean, I'm older now than I was previously. So, when I first started out, like mainstream, I didn't used to cuss on social media.
No, you
so
didn't.
people thought I was like, but I've always had like a sailor's mouth. Like I probably cussed the most out of all my friends.
Me too.
So, but like I just wasn't like doing it like publicly on social. So people say, oh, she's a nice girl.
Was that intentional?
Yes, that was intentional. Because
Why?
at the time, a lot of my music was very family friendly. I
Household.
like a little, so that was definitely intentional. And the older I've gotten, like I'm doing more risque music. Not a lot, but like, just
Still
definitely
family
some.
friendly.
Yeah, definitely. I still have, but like I'm more things.
You're grown.
I'm grown. Yeah. I'm not gonna apologize for being grown.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to cater to anybody's feelings. I don't need anyone to tell me that they approve of a choice that I
But you just
made.
said it was fine to be woke. Isn't
That-
the concept
I said
of
some
wokeness?
wokeness is necessary.
But
what
it
I
is.
said.
Oh, some of it.
Yeah.
Some wokeness is necessary.
Some wokeness. is
What part of it might be?
This is a very, very intense, broad conversation that I will not have today.
It's a very intense conversation.
Yes.
It's too broad, and it can get very problematic very quickly.
Yeah, and I think also parts of it are very relative as well. There's some things that some people agree with, and their opinion is not wrong. It's just their opinion, and I think that should be okay.
And sometimes the opinion is not wrong; it's just the way you're saying it.
Yeah. So it's not everything that you have to agree with. Some things it's okay for you not to be on the same page. Just find something else to focus
The
on.
moment you learn to unlook on
Yeah.
social media, your life is better. Quality of life.
Yeah, said by a Twitter person. Simi,
Oh, you're a Twitter person.
What the
may I ask your guest as a guest?
Yeah.
a
Baba,
couple
they,
questions?
now you and
Thank you,
me
sir.
they do. Melody is AWOL.
Excuse me.
She's doing something somewhere, collecting some very interesting money. Your protege.
Me, Mark, I don't talk about.
Continue.
But Simi,
Yeah.
with your current project, it's at a time where personally I believe that music is saturated. Right? The you say, yes.
Do you think
Yeah.
it is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
And coupled with the ever-growing digitization of
Oyibo.
Oga, relax. You speak more. Relax. Of music, right? Do you, at point of making the records and point of release, right? That's back end now. You guys are plotting, planning, constructing how to release the project. Simi's project first in maybe a bit, right? Did you think it was going to be difficult to put yourself back out?
It's a good question.
I don't know if I would say that's how I would say it. I knew it wouldn't be the same
How
as
so?
before, because like you said, the industry is saturated. And I think that like there's two sides to it. Yeah, it means that there's more talent being discovered and being put out there.
And
it
there's
means
a lot
that-
of people just releasing
I know,
stuff.
but I mean everybody deserves a fair shot, I guess. So there's a lot of music being put out there, so the attention span of people it has really dwindled. It's not as,
It keeps reducing.
yes, exactly. So that's the climate that we're competing in now, and I feel like the worst thing about the music industry here is that we're all catering to the same audience.
It's mad.
It's chaotic. It's chaotic, especially for someone that's not like that does like a more niche sound like me. Imagine me singing to the same people listening to Portable, or singing to people listening to I'm trying to find, someone that's like that's in a genre that's very far from mine. And
Is there a problem with singing to people listening to
it's
Portable?
not a problem. It's just people have different music tastes. I have my music taste is not the same as my closest friend.
So you don't listen to Portable?
That's not what I said.
I'm asking.
Don't put words in my mouth.
I did not even
I'm not
try.
gonna answer that because I know what you're trying to do.
I'm not even
But-
doing any. It's not even my show.
No, I know
I'm a
I know
guest.
some of his songs, and I respect his hustle very much.
Yeah.
Let's
I think he's a
go.
hustle. So
Come on.
Can I?
So I don't think it's about my taste or like my lack of taste. I'm just trying to make a point, which you have not let me make.
Oh yeah, please go.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
So-
I'm sorry.
So I think that because there's we're all catering to, like, is it that we are catering to the same audience, or the audience is having to fine tune their ears so that they can absorb everybody, which can be very difficult. Somewhere like Yankee now, everybody has their fans. There are people that like punk rock, that like R&B. There are people that like, you know what I'm saying, trying to say
Yes,
hip hop.
totally.
So like people focus on what they like, but here we don't really have that luxury.
I don't think so. I used to say that, right? That the industry is saturated. I think there's a lot of content. I think it's part of the reality of where we are as a people. Like when we were growing up, I'm 32. I'm not that old, but I think I'm old enough. You had to go out to get the music. You have to
Yeah.
go buy the CD.
Exactly.
Right? And when you buy the CD, you don't have to wait for it. Fuck you, bro. You don't have to
Clock
wait
is
for
ticking, my bro.
fuck off. You don't have to wait for your parents. Some of us had to, if you don't have the disc man, you have to wait for your parents to not be in the sitting room, and you put the music in the sound system and all of that, right? But now, the music drops on Friday. All of it is available to you
At the
right now.
same time.
Yeah.
Right? So I think what then happens is so there's a concept in economics developed by this guy called Will Page, right? Will Page used to be the chief economist at Spotify. He calls it glocalization. So the concept of glocalization is
Did you
that
say glocalization?
yeah, glocalization, like globalization,
Yeah.
Global
but it's localized,
logo. Yeah.
right? That there was a time when the biggest artist in Nigeria, that could be the biggest artist in Nigeria, would be 50 Cent. Now,
Yeah.
no foreign artist is bigger than a Nigerian
The
artist
biggest
in
artist.
Nigeria.
Never.
True.
Never
Right?
that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what now happens is the interest is broken down into silos. I don't think it's as much about attention span as much as people are deciding what they want to listen to. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I don't agree.
Okay, please.
The thing is, they have everything now. It's like decide. Like it's hard to say I'm deciding because everything is there.
Yeah.
You're not going to choose to get this thing. You have access to it already.
Yeah.
And usually the things that come in your face are the things that money is pushing.
I hear you on that.
Exactly. I was going
It's
to say.
what is in your face that you remember. It's like top of mind. There's songs that I started out not liking, but now I know all the words. Because
Even
I hear
without
it every day.
listening to
Yeah,
it
because
consciously.
Without
someone
even
is singing it or
physically
playing it next
streaming.
to me every day. So it's like I'm not really deciding. I can decide to listen to something else, but it's not top of mind because I'm not hearing all the time because maybe that person doesn't have as much money for promo or as much access to behind the scenes
I
and
hear you.
everything. So that's what I'm saying.
I think you make a good point. Let's take it a little bit back, right?
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize that you did gospel for a while. Would I be
Yeah.
right to say that? And
Oh,
you
yeah.
had a gospel smash. I don't think people know
I
you
did.
had
I actually
the
had a
same
gospel
scene.
album.
I know.
Oh,
Produced
okay.
by Sam Clef.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Right. But a lot of people don't realize that. Was it a conscious decision to transition into a more quote unquote pop approach?
I mean, I guess to a level. Yeah. When I was doing gospel, I didn't nobody made me do gospel. Like my mom was a church girl, but me, I could have done love songs, but I couldn't write love songs at the time. They just weren't coming. I was trying. I remember I was trying. It just wasn't working. I could only write gospel songs. I was like, okay, so maybe that's where I'm supposed to be at. And so I did that, but I kept trying, and the more songs I was able to write, the more songs I was willing to sing. So that's what the transition was for me. I remember when I did transition, a lot of people were asking, a lot of people were saying that, oh, is it something money? I said, it's because of money. I'm not even started in gospel in the first place because nobody made me do this.
Not now, though.
I'm like I don't like to have conversations about gospel music
enough.
industry because I feel like it can get a little political.
Now, yeah.
Yeah, so I just avoid it. My relationship with God is not about like gospel music, so
Are you still Christian?
very much so.
Were you a church girl?
What does that mean to you?
Well, that's a good question. It depends. But for me, I will not go the extreme angle of people trying to limit it to SU. But did you go to church on Sunday?
Yeah, of course.
Were you active in church? Did you go to midweek service? All of that. Were you
Yeah.
known for
When I
something
was
in
younger, I did go to all those things. But I think it was mostly because my mom was. My mom is the proper
church woman?
church lady. So yes, I did go to all those things. But I think that I had like a relationship with God, personal relationship with God pretty early because I was a very self-aware child. So there were things I was aware of. So it wasn't about church, going to church only. It was just also having conversations, and I say, oh, I'm Jesus baby. Like, oh, I'm his fave, etc.
Yeah. Do you still think you're his fave?
Yeah. But I think that he can have many faves.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Yeah.
all of us are his faves, actually.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Why did you hesitate?
It's a pause, like
No,
it's not
I
sure.
needed to be sure of the angle of fave.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go on a break. And thanks for rocking with us so far. Here with us is Simi.
Hi.
Conversation has been sizzling so far, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it's very good. Here too is Quincy. Shout out to Quinzy Jones. This episode was still brought to you by Shivers Regal, and it's live on Pop Central Channel 189 on DSTV. Every conversation you miss while we're on break is going to be out on Monday on all streaming platforms. You can get it on YouTube, you can get it on Apple Podcasts. Google Podcasts is now YouTube, so go and get on YouTube Music and get your podcasts. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Everything you missed, a lot has gone on since we went on break. Quincy downed a bottle of Shivers. Simi is still here with us, answering some very interesting questions. Quincy just has a very, very good question. Everything you missed is out on all streaming platforms on Monday, YouTube, everywhere you get your podcast, including Boomplay and Audio Mark, by the way. Shout out to my people there. This episode was still brought to you by Shivers Regal and Pop Central TV, channel 189 on DSTV. Let's get back to the conversation. Simi, talking about sound, right? After you released Duduke, or when you released Duduke, when Duduke came out, I would say Duduke is the first TikTok hit in Nigeria. I think I would say that.
I don't know.
I think I would say that. Do you know why I would say that? Because I did it. I'm joking, but actually, no, fuck that. I did it.
We all did it.
Do you understand? The reason why is because in the middle of lockdown, TikTok was exploding in Nigeria.
Wait,
and I
what
requested
was the Fowls and was it
Buff
Soldier,
Daddy.
no,
Buff Daddy.
No, not Soldier.
Buff
not Soldier.
Daddy. Buff Daddy.
Bob Dad.
Okay, there was
Buff Daddy. There was Buff Daddy. There was no
Duduke.
rush. There was no rush. I'm talking
No,
about
you-
No,
in
Don't Rush
Nigeria.
was like the third or something.
No, Don't Rush was actually the first.
No.
At the start of
Don't
lockdown.
Rush was the biggest.
Okay, I hear you. Now, the reason why I'm saying this to the case, I'm talking about Nigeria. So at the start of lockdown, in the middle of lockdown, I requested something from TikTok at the time about like the biggest songs in Nigeria in terms of use, in terms of like numbers from people in Nigeria. And Duduke came number one by far. Yeah, at
That's
the time.
mad. I had no
Right.
idea.
Yeah, you don't know.
No, me, I don't check charts
Yeah.
of
fair enough.
anything.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Yeah.
So how do you know when your record is blown?
You did feel
Just know. I don't like chasing things I can't control. Like if I look at charts, I can't like do anything about it. So I can only promote as I'm already doing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know why.
Do you think you? I think your music is. You said your music was niche. I think your music is. You occupy a very interesting space between the niche and the mainstream. It's a very.
I agree.
It's a very interesting intersection. And going back to like sound, right? When Simisola came out, which in my opinion is one of the greatest Nigerian albums of all time.
Thank you.
In my opinion, you know it.
Yeah.
You know it.
But
Let's
thank
not be humble. It's
No,
okay.
it's not thank you is not humility. It's not like false modesty.
That's it.
No, so you're saying that people shouldn't say thank you.
No. The fact that you spelled it out, I like it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so the sound on Semisola was a lot more folksy, if I'm not mistaken, right? A lot more folksy. The 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 energy had a lot of folk in it, things that were relatable. But this one has a lot more R&B ballad,
Yeah, it has more
in a
R&B,
way.
more. It has more pop
Yeah,
sounds as well.
pop. Now, my favorite song is Desire, but
Ah,
yeah, that's my
okay.
favorite song. Now, the when Duduke came out,
Yeah.
a lot of people were saying, I remember vividly, just before the explosion, the conversation was, this sound is, we need a change, right?
Yeah.
How did that affect you?
Um. I mean, the sun blew up. So first of all, like.
Fuck that.
But I think that's another reason why. Okay, there's something I've said before. I think on Twitter. My voice is very distinct.
Yeah, it is.
It's very distinct. I don't know anyone that sounds like me. Right? I'm not talking about skill. I'm talking about like the tone of
Vocal
my
texture,
voice.
voice
don't
type.
Yes,
either.
the tone of my voice.
Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know anybody that sounds like me. And my songs usually, you don't remember the beat. You remember the voice. You remember the song. Think about
The
it.
vocals, yes, I
You
agree.
don't really remember the beat. You don't remember the intro of my song sound a certain way.
That's
It's the
weird, but
song.
that's true.
If it's
So-
all vocals,
I don't remember
it's
the production.
vocal led every
So
time.
my
get
voice is very distinct.
That's actually crazy.
and I experiment. I actually experiment so much, but because my
Wait, sorry.
voice.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you short.
No, it's
Like
okay.
now that I'm thinking about it, it's actually quite profound. Yes, it's true. I don't think you don't think about production like with the biggest songs.
When it comes to Simi,
So Simi, it's the voice.
It's the
Yeah.
voice.
Sorry, please continue.
Okay, so I'm explaining this to you because I know that a lot of people have, like what you asked me, a lot of people have asked that, and I can't answer everybody one on one.
Yeah.
But because my voice is so distinct, even when I'm doing different sounds, it sounds like sometimes you're hearing, because the thing you hear the most when I sing is my voice, regardless of what I'm singing. When I first put out music, I put out Tiff. And then I put out Jam
Jam.
Question. There's this song called Open and Close. I don't know if you ever heard it.
Open and close you.
Everybody heard it.
I heard, yeah, Open and Close
Open
was
and
so
close
different.
you.
That song is a great song, but I don't think it was meant for my voice. But I don't think
Yeah,
it was,
that's
I
a
feel
great
like
song,
somebody else would have. Yeah, I feel like somebody else, it would have worked better for someone else's
Like who?
voice. I don't know, someone with more
Personality.
no, thicker voice.
Thicker.
Probably, yeah.
Like a man.
No, it can be a girl, but like, not my voice is very light. That's what I'm trying to say.
I hear you.
Yeah, so like even on the same album, I had songs like One Kind. You
Mm-hmm.
making me feel a kind. That's more R&B.
That's a great song.
Yeah, thank you.
That's my jam.
That's a great song.
I had ballads. I had Original Baby, which had like some reggae
Yeah,
raga type
yeah.
sounds. I had I'm trying to remember what else. I had Smile For Me, which was very high life. I played with
High
high life
life.
a lot. So, but the thing is, because my voice is so distinct, so no matter what I do, that's when people like, oh, sounds like something. Although I've had like you know, a strong preference for high life in the past. I love high life. I just do. I just think it's so special, and just, you know, but like, no matter how many, my last album before this was called To Be Honest. I don't know if you guys ever heard any of the songs on
Everybody
it.
had to be honest.
I don't know if
We are
everybody.
music
I
heads,
feel like
Simi.
that
We are
album
music
should,
heads.
but like that was also I would say, you know, different. But because my voice is so distinct, I think that, you know, and sometimes it just goes, and you might not feel like you're listening to the same genre or the same style of music.
Do you want to take that? Do you want to respond to that?
So I totally understand, and personally,
Yeah.
I think that you're saying it from a totally different angle. What I'm getting is that you see it as a problem that needs to be solved.
No. I'm answering his question.
Yes, I know, but the energy I'm getting
Yeah.
is that, oh, you know, my voice is.
Oh
well,
no. I was just responding to him.
Let me just say
Okay.
that the voice is really it. And the problem a lot of other artists face is they don't get heard over the beats.
Yeah.
Their vibe gets felt, but
Because
the
of the
voices
beat.
don't stay.
Is missing, right? So in your case, what we have is more of the voice, the content, and everything else,
Yeah.
right? And then also the guitars, they're very
Oh,
distinct.
yeah.
Yes, you
Shout out to
know.
Oscar.
I like that. I like.
Shout out to Oscar from Simi album. Oscar produced a chunk of Simi right?
He produced probably the whole thing,
Yeah.
except for one. Except for Owambe,
Who produced Owambe?
VTech.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I think that was like the last song
Yeah, Owambe
I wrote on
was-
the album.
I think it was a lot. Oh, that you wrote on the
that I wrote
album.
on the album. Owambe and Complete Me.
That's my favorite.
Complete Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Jeremy, sorry. Jeremy, Owambe and Complete Me.
Those were the last songs you
Last
wrote.
three
Also
songs.
very guitar led.
Yes.
Yeah.
You remember my guitars though. Because
Everybody does.
yeah.
He goes with the voice. So now, I don't want to entirely abandon that, but I want to say being a part of a certain generation of music,
Yeah.
watching and experiencing it transform to where it is. I believe that from your point of your first hit record or your first popular music
Yeah.
till now, there's probably been like 60 billion change in the music space,
Yeah.
you know. Do you think, is it pressure for you as an artist? One. Two, over time, do you think it would make you want to explore faster beats, faster sounds, and all of these in general?
Yeah.
Are you going to start doing amapiano by some fluke or not?
Well, to answer your first question, yeah, I mean, there has been pressure in the past. I don't feel that anymore right now. At least not at the moment. Then I've to explore. That's what I'm saying. I have explored.
Have you explored amapiano?
I'm not crazy about it.
Sorry?
I'm not crazy about amapiano.
As a genre, or what?
Do you
As
not
a singer.
like
As
Okay,
a
as an
singer,
artist,
to
okay.
sing, yeah, as an artist. I've never been drawn to.
I actually
I wanna
think
make an
your
amapiano.
voice would grace a kabza beat like a madness.
Bro,
Yeah, I think that I would
it's
probably
so
sound,
easy.
especially for just doing like all those sharp drop type things. You're not doing too much.
You know why? You know why I'm saying your voice? Because Amifaku, Msaki, very unique voices,
Yeah.
right? Two women that the moment you hear them, you know who exactly they are, right? Msaki sounds like the lead singer for London Grammar. What's that babe's name? I can't remember. Do you know London Grammar?
I don't know anybody.
You know a lot of people. You listen to a lot of music, Simi. Don't be
Ask
funny.
anybody that came in the room with me. For real.
That.
Ask them if I know anybody.
But you listen to a lot of music.
So you
I
don't
do
listen
not.
to
I don't
people's
know
music?
anybody. I don't know anybody. The reason I know my husband's song is because I'm married to him.
But you
And
used to be a
I-
Post Malone and J. Cole fan.
Yeah, I listen. Well, I liked Post Malone's first album, the
Beer Bong.
Beer
no,
Bong.
No. That's
But like, I love J Cole.
What changed?
I don't listen to anybody. There's nothing changed. I
Why?
don't listen. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know anybody. I really don't.
How much music do you consume daily?
I don't
on
listen.
an average?
I don't really listen to.
No,
anybody.
including yours.
In fact, the reason I'm listening to my album now is just because it just came out. Another few weeks, I probably won't listen as much.
Were you listening to music?
Sage mode.
Were you listening to a lot of music before?
No, I don't listen to any. Yanu save me.
No, it's
I
okay.
don't.
It's okay. It's
I
not
don't
me.
listen to, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because growing up, I didn't. That's what the way I listen to music is. If I find someone that I love,
You stick
if I
to
hear a
them.
song, I'll go find all their stuff. I'm like a project listener. I'll go and find all their stuff, and I would like binge.
Immersed.
You know, yeah, I would just listen, and I would do that for like maybe a month or two, and then I'll stop until I find someone I like again. The only person that has been consistent for me is J Cole, probably.
Who do you like now?
J Cole.
Aside from J. Cole.
No, I like people. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't listen because I don't like the music.
yeah.
I'm just not a big music.
But who's your
listener.
recent discovery that you really like?
I haven't discovered anybody recently like that. But there are a lot of people I like. Let me see the people I like. I love Lil J. I really like Irasta. I like Does it have to be all Nigerian?
No.
Okay.
Everywhere.
There's this woman that I've heard. She's called LP. I don't know, like I don't even know where she's from, but she's called LP. A friend sent me one of her songs, and I just went down like a rabbit hole. But I haven't listened to her in a while. I like recently.
What do you think about Giveon?
I like his voice. I don't know lots of his music, but I really like his voice.
His voice is powerful.
Yeah.
I agree.
I know
with you.
like the big like Heartbreak Anniversary, was that him?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if a big song that they're playing everywhere, of course I would know. But I don't like go out of my way to listen. So I don't really I'm not trying not to listen.
It's just not happening.
It has to come across.
Play, yes. So unless I hear something accidentally, even the radio, if I'm listening to radio, it's because somebody else is in the car and they turn it on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So like the same album I've been listening to, I'm a creature of habits, I guess. The same album I used to listen to.
Loyalist.
Yes. So like Rihanna's album, Loud.
That's a great
if
album.
I need to pick me up and I'm driving, that's what I would listen to. If I just want to feel like deep, I will go to Energy Cool's album. And I listen to my stuff when I'm working on it, and when I put it out. But after a while, maybe because I've heard it too much, I don't listen as many times. I listen to my husband as
J. Cole
well.
stands are so annoying though.
I'm actually not annoying. I'm not one of the annoying fans, but I'm definitely a fan.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a fan, and yeah, so I try to listen. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna be better, but I'm not. Maybe one weekend I'll just start, then the next day I've forgotten. I don't know. I think maybe it's trauma. I don't know.
Trauma.
Because growing up, I wasn't exposed to like a lot of music. My house, there were no musicians.
Really?
My dad used to have all these records, but my dad used to work. Like and come on weekends, so it was like it was around the low. It was showing me music. My mom was not really a music person like that. Music for my family really started with me. So I don't really have anything to
hang on.
Yeah, I didn't really have anyone to show me the ropes. So for me, I fell in love with music purely, like it was a passion for me. I just love the idea of melodies and writing. I love writing stories and everything. So I didn't really listen to...
I got that on Restless. Restless is a concept project. I think I interviewed you during lockdown as well. Yeah, I think I did.
Yeah.
Restless was... I think Simisola is just that album.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for
it
Simisola,
has
I would
to
say
be.
Restless.
It has to be. That was like
Simisola
my
is,
introduction. I was giving it my everything.
Did you...
Now there's still finish. I don't think that people can. I don't think anyone can replicate their first big thing.
That's a good idea, but that wasn't your first album though.
It was my first big album. It was my first mainstream. My first album was gospel. That's what I say. It was my first mainstream for everybody album.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this is me. And people are like, they've never experienced this before, so it feels different. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it was.
Now you have to evolve in the public eye.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
Just
Now people have heard it, so they're like, okay, what else?
Yeah.
And sometimes, as we look at the way everybody's carrying this guy now, Picasso, I've been going.
Tanya.
Picasso, I've been Michelangelo. Like the guy is gone now. So no pressure. All these artists now, painter. They blew after they died, right?
Oh, okay.
So there's no pressure to like do more, like, because what do you think they would be painting now?
Yeah.
People have their style, and that's another reason why I said we're catering to the same people, and sometimes it's a lot of pressure on artists that I think is not fair.
Do you think? Did you know Simisola was going to win Album of the Year?
I didn't know.
But did you want it to?
Of course. Why wouldn't I want it? Everybody wants to win.
How many people have won Album of the Year at the HEIS? Women. How many women have won it? I think Simisola is the only one.
I'm not certain. I don't know.
I think Simisola is the only
I don't
one.
know.
I think Simisola is the only one that has won Album of the Year from a woman. Did you know that?
I don't know. I told you I don't look at things like charts and who's the...
Well, are you there when you win the awards?
Yeah.
No, he said, did I know that he is the only woman?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How does that make you feel, though?
That is the only woman. Yeah. I feel like more women should win more stuff.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
Yeah.
Talking about your dad,
Yeah.
right? How does it feel? How old were you when you lost your dad?
26.
Oh, you were a woman by that point, but
Yeah.
it still hurt, didn't it?
Yeah, of course.
How has that influenced you as a person in terms of your personality, how you're raising your daughter, and all of that?
I mean, my relationship with my dad, was kind of complicated. My dad loved his kids, but my parents were separated when I was like pretty young, so I wasn't always around my dad. I'm a mommy's girl, so um but like I said, I was a very self-aware kid, so I tried as much as possible to connect with him, because he was not feeling very well before he passed, and I wouldn't say it changed my personality or it made it
Influenced.
I don't think it did, but just I guess if anything, I just like I sang in a song, Charlie. I just kind of mourned all the things that could have
didn't
been, but like never happened. All the things that I hoped that I could experience with my dad growing up, and getting married, him seeing my child, and just just I don't know, having like maybe a better relationship as time went by. So because you can't you okay, some like when I have a few friends that have lost their moms, and one of my friends said that the hardest thing about losing your mom is that nobody can love you like your mom, right? So I know that dads don't always get the same sentiment,
It's not the same.
but like you still only get the one dad. So I can't, even if I have people that have like that, like a father figure in my life,
It's not the
they're
same.
not my dad. So yeah.
I lost my dad like
Yeah.
7 years ago as well, so I get the sentiment.
Wow.
I think it makes so much sense. Speaking of your daughter, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel, this is a question from Melody, not me.
For who?
From Melody. That's
Okay.
my female co-host, but she's not around today.
Hi, Melody.
Melody. The question was, did you feel a need to take a pause after you had, or slow down in terms of career-wise after you had your child?
Yeah.
Your daughter, Deja.
I don't even think that I chose to slow down. I think life slowed me down. I don't think I had a choice. I mean, especially given the kind of mom that I want to be.
What type of mom?
Very hands-on.
Okay.
I'm very hands-on. So I think that like it's like if there's traffic, you don't have a choice. Your car has to stop.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I
Bars,
see it.
nigga.
So that's how I see it. I don't. It just had to happen because like you have one more priority, probably the biggest priority in life now. So you have to make room. The way I see there's a picture that came in my head one time. It's like you have all this, like your life is like this big ball, right? And all your priorities they fit in that ball. And then when you have something new, you have to kind of squish all the other things in there to make room for that new
Space.
thing. And when you squish, it changes. What you're squishing is changing form, is changing its nature. And then as it changes, you have to relearn how to be your full self, even though squished. So it's like, first of all, you have to.
Sorry, I'm thinking.
So you have to, like, as it's squishing, it's changing. So you have to you're
Readjust.
different, and then now you have to learn it in its new form so you can be full again, including that new thing. So that's the way that it comes in my head. So I don't regret it. Like, like it's changed. Like it's not as easy, but when you learn it, it becomes easier because that's your life now.
Was there a part of you, again, from her? Was there a part of you that felt like you had to do it because you were a woman?
I had to do what?
Because you had to be a hands-on parent. Was there a part of you that felt like you had to do it because you were a woman?
No, it was very instinctual for me. It was definitely instinctual for me. I don't know how to half-ass things. I don't do things just to tick a box. Like, I'm not gonna date someone out of pity because I don't want him to feel bad.
Shit.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna have a baby because it's time. I'm not gonna especially big things. I mean, small things you can just but like for big things you can't take back. I don't do them just to do them. I'm very intentional about things like that. So, obviously, as the woman, I'm the only one that can carry the baby, and I feel like there's a special bond that moms have
with their child,
with their kid,
their children.
And I'm glad that I'm married to someone that is a partner with me, where we're just always on the same page, where someone is having to compromise this and compromise that, so there's no resentment or anything, but like I'm not making any choice on that duress, so that's just, so it's not about being a woman. I mean, obviously some things for a fact, because I'm a woman, I'm the only one that can do it, but except men are breastfeeding now. I don't know if there's any research. If there's any research somewhere, let me know.
I saw a video some time ago where oh no, let's not go into that.
Okay.
Please.
I just felt like I
don't.
knew that it was going to
Please
end
don't.
badly.
It's going to end badly.
I
And you
saw
don't
the
want to be in that
trajectory.
film.
Please.
No, let's not go
Please.
into it. But talking about compromise, I feel like I have something to learn personally. What does
About what?
About compromise.
Okay.
What does compromise look like in a healthy relationship?
Oof. That's a good question.
How to try?
There's a definition of compromise that I can't remember what it was, but I was like, yeah, like both of you feel like, when both of you feel like you're letting something go,
And you're still winning something.
but you want to, because what you're gaining makes you happy or something. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah.
It's done.
Right?
What you said.
That's
It's
That's
done.
actually what it is.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So, but if only one person is I have a take. One person cannot make a relationship work. I don't care how many prayers you pray. I don't care how hard you're working. I don't care how much therapy you do. If one person is the only person invested in relationship working, it will never work. It can never work. Because it takes two. That's the point of a relationship. Or 3 or 4, I bet. What are we doing these days? I don't know. But like, it definitely takes more than one person.
It takes a village.
It takes a village. And I feel like the only thing, love. I don't know if I'm going to deviate, but love is, I feel like love requires vulnerability. It requires compromise. It requires sacrifice. But it has to be, it has to be such,
Keep going.
it has to be in a way where, like, I know I have to put certain parts of myself down to serve this relationship, but I don't want to be doing that by myself, if I know
Support.
that we both have
Support.
we have stakes in this thing, like if I feel weak, how people say, sometimes someone is bringing 80 and someone is bringing 20. Sometimes that's how it is. Sometimes what I have is 20. If I know that you're willing to meet me, because tomorrow I'm going to meet you where you are at, and you know it for sure, you're not just guessing, you're not praying about it, but this person has your back.
For sure.
Yeah, so I think that's what relationships should be, and there should be great communication. If you don't have great communication, even if you love somebody, it's not work.
What's great communication?
It's actually hearing someone. Like I'm telling you, this is how I feel about something. Like even if you're mad at me, but you're hearing me, you're actually settling down, like you're hearing what I'm saying, and my voice is important to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even if you disagree, you are meeting it with like love and compassion. You know what I'm saying? And we can find, because you're not always going to be on the same page. You're going to disagree. Sometimes you can't stand that person. But I love you enough
But you
to
still love
find my
them.
way back to the same page with you. Because sometimes people grow apart. Sometimes, you're just not there together. But like, if I love you enough to find my way back, I think that is what good communication is.
Are arguments healthy?
Sometimes. I mean, if you're not just arguing to hear your voice,
To hear your own
just
voice.
to hear your own voice. If you're actually arguing because you want it to work out, because you want to fix it, yeah, I think they can be healthy. Yeah, I argue. I don't like. I'm not trying to fight.
often?
Huh?
How often?
No, I'm just.
What a shocker.
I'm just an arguer. I'm just an arguer.
an
I'm just
arguer.
like, I like debates.
Hey!
No, but not
No, but
fight.
it's
I don't like
normal
fights,
to an
but I like
intellectual.
debates.
Back and forth.
Yeah, I like
You say your
like
point.
healthy debates. Say your own, I'll say my own. I think that I'm stubborn, no, but and I would like if I believe something is right, I will argue that point. But the moment I know for a fact that I'm wrong, I'm like I told you, I'm not. I'll call you and say, bro, I fucked up. That's what I told you. I lie. But like I have to know that I'm wrong. I have to know that I'm wrong.
How long does it take you to know that you're wrong?
I don't think that there's one answer to that question. No, no. That's not what I mean. Like, it's not as if all the arguments that they take the same time now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also understand that sometimes it's not that anyone is wrong. It's just that you're not on the same page about it. Like, you think differently, I think differently, and we're both right in our corners, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So it's not always that someone is wrong or someone is right. So it's just like I don't agree. Oh, I think we should go to Mykonos. Well, I think I want to go to Spain. Well, okay.
Rich people problems, but okay.
What'd you say?
Rich people problems, but okay.
Rich nigga problems.
You say Mykonos and I want
I'm just giving an
Spain,
example now.
Yeah, it's your current reality. Oh, then leave it, you know?
Speaking of, Onogaraya, I buy German for my baby. What is German?
It's not messy.
You know what I like about this response? Simi said it like a Yoruba person. I don't mess this.
Maybe.
It's messy
With all the energy in it.
Simi got a Benz.
I mean, what can I say?
Flex, my nigga. Flex, my nigga. But speaking of this relationship thing, I feel like a lot of people want to hear about it still because I'm going to go back to another question when I'm done with this, which is what your brand was. And it still is in a lot of people's eyes, right? Your relationship feels like it's built on friendship.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Were you guys friends first?
Yes, we were.
How many years?
Oh, not many years. From like months. But the thing is, it's not like a friendship that ended though. So, but we were guys, and you know.
Did you beat him at FIFA?
What did you say?
Did you beat him at FIFA?
I don't remember. I don't think I did. But we've drawn before. He plays really good. He hasn't played in a while too, Sha, so I don't know if he's still good, Sha. But he's good. So, anyway. Yeah, we were friends. We started out as friends. But like, he's just a good guy. I just like good people.
He is a good guy.
My taste is like just good men. You know, I mean, there's other stuff too. You have to be fine, but he's a good person. I like good people that are kind, like their hearts, like they're actually kind.
Sure.
You care, like they actually genuinely look out for you. Like, I feel safe, you know, with him, and I think that that's important. It's not just saying you lost somebody and he's doing bish bish because you know sometimes butterflies go to sleep.
But that's the title of this episode. Sorry, Quincy. Butterflies go to sleep.
No, they do sometimes.
That's the title
They're
of
gonna
this
take a
episode.
break. Butterflies go to sleep. So what's happening
I
when
put
the
it in the
butterflies?
I was thinking more bish bish, but okay.
Nah, fuck that.
When they go to sleep, you know what's carrying you? Because I mean, they sleep, they wake up, they take breaks. But like, what's carrying you? And I think that it's important to be with someone that is good to you, that likes you. I think that it's important to be with someone that likes you, that actually genuinely likes you, that likes talking to you, that likes like your sense of humor, that likes hanging out with you, you know, that will choose you. You know what I'm saying? I think
Regardless.
that's. I'm sorry.
Regardless.
Yeah, especially long term. Yeah, cause life gets hard. Sometimes you know Sometimes you just things happen. You're going to have different like dips and peaks, right? You know, you're gonna have a kid. It's gonna change the dynamic of your relationship, etc. So you have to have someone that's willing to fight
To maintain.
fight for like your relationship to be healthy.
So I was gonna touch
Why are
on
you
that.
telling sorry?
I was gonna touch on that.
That's such a Nigerian
Right.
thing.
It's habit.
Yeah.
But I was gonna touch on the concept of both of you being creatives and also being artists.
Yeah.
Right? And one thing about artists, even speaking to body of works, their personalities created and all of these things. You're morphing into different people, right? You're shifting phases, making
Yeah.
different types of music. It affects your personality as people, right? How were you guys managing all of these things? How easy was it for you as a person?
Like, you mean managing our lives as
Yeah,
a couple and
as
creatives?
and as
As
creatives.
individuals.
I think you just have to be as intentional as possible. I think it helped again that that's not how we met.
You met as regular.
I mean, okay, I was already doing gospel music and he knew my music. Actually, that's how he reached out to me first. It's like, oh, I like
On
your
Facebook?
music. Yeah. It's like, oh, a rock star girl. I was like, okay, simmer down, sir. But when we actually, started dating, that's not our relationship was not about that. It wasn't, and we had not blown.
Yeah.
So there was nobody's trying to impress us.
How many years have you guys been together for?
10 now.
Shit.
Yeah. So we hadn't blown at the time, but like our relationship was about us. It was not about what we were doing. It was about us, and I think that definitely helped, as a foundation for us. Now we have a great working relationship, and we're very good. We're very great with boundaries as well. Like we help each other out. Like the things I'm like, oh babe, can you help me with this song? What do you think? And he'll reach out to me. I would ask me, oh, what do you think I should do in this verse? But like, you're not gonna force anything down anyone's throat. You know what I'm saying? So we respect boundaries. We like work is work, and family is family. We don't. It does not. There's no clash.
Did you guys have to learn it?
I don't think so. I think it happened very naturally. That's why I said I think that we just always find our way to the same page about things. It's like it just came very, very naturally. We were never signed to the same record label.
No.
We're not I don't see him as competition. He's my partner. I'm always rooting for him when he's putting stuff out. He does the same thing for me. And then we're waiting for ourselves, personal self alone too.
Hey, when you finish your interview, come home.
You cash me aside, nigga.
So and there's no insecurities there. I guess again because we both understand what the industry requires. So I guess that also helps, So
With insecurities, let me say this.
Yeah.
There was a brand shift for your husband.
Yep.
yeah.
And he became one of the most desirable men amongst females.
Yep.
At that point, till date.
Till now.
I'm not even going to tell
And you
lies.
gave him the name that's
Right?
on that bad boy text.
Yeah, man. But very desirable.
Yep.
Yeah.
How
good
do
for
you
him.
feel as wife, not as Simi?
Girlfriend.
No,
Not as Simi.
that point was
Not as
already
Simi
wife.
the artist.
Not as Simi the artist. No,
Okay,
Simi the
Simi
artist is
the
hot
wife.
cake. As wife.
About him being desirable.
Yeah. Be honest.
I don't know. Why should I feel something? I don't.
Oh, you didn't feel anything.
Should I not
Say
want
that
him
they
to?
make noise. I want him. All of
They're
us
not
socials.
talking to me.
Oh, he's so cute.
They don't got nothing to do with me.
He's the love of my life. He's my
Wait,
wallpaper.
listen to that.
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I said that don't have nothing to do with me.
Why?
How is him being desirable? Does that?
It's your husband.
So okay.
All
go
of
on.
a sudden, the chart went up in the market.
His charts went up in the
Yesterday.
market.
This
Yeah.
price.
He tripled.
No, I'm so proud of him. Whatever attention he's getting now is because of the work he's put in.
Come on, man.
No, but for real though, and I'm not saying that as a
No,
PR.
I mean
answer.
that.
He's applauding you.
I know,
I'm
and I know. I'm
applauding
just
it.
saying, for real, everything that he's done till date, I admire him so much because he's such a hustler. He's the kind of person that
He
keeps
is.
chasing and keeps,
is.
even if 200 people tell him no, if he sees it, then
He
he's
is.
gonna chase it. That's the way he is.
He is.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Are you behind the low cut?
No.
Don't lie.
You know what?
No.
When I
But
see
I
him
like
and
the
Liz,
look cut.
I'm going to drag the two of them.
Why?
No, don't worry now.
Look cut? Bro.
You don't like the look cut?
It's okay.
I love it.
Is what? No.
No, I love it. Funny thing is that whatever era he's
Oh,
in is my
street.
favorite era.
Is your?
Whatever era he's in is my favorite era. I love it. I think that
that's
is
so cute.
really sexy and, makes him desirable to me.
Yeah, I'm looking at her eyes.
You know-
She's thinking about her husband. I'm not even lying.
I don't think she's worried.
No, she's
not.
not. She's not.
Nah.
I
It's very
see, bro.
comfortable.
I'm looking.
I'm looking
See,
at the eyes.
If you are
and then,
streaming
like,
this
there's
pod,
no-
look at her eyes.
Look at the eyes.
You will
There's
tell
no-
that there's no worry,
there's
no
no-
bother.
she's
If you
just-
like, do what you do,
Do
on
what you
Snap.
can.
He's fine.
You can tweet.
He's fine.
But you go do okay.
You know
Ilé
what
làpótí jókòó sí
Shall I,
dèjì.
shall I bust your head? I'm sorry. I'm gonna act like you're not here. You know what's in the bust
Oh.
my head, right? Almost every video I see, even like hanging out with friends and all of these people, he's not even bothered about bad bees around. He's not send.
He's not that
He
guy.
just the happy.
He's not the guy.
It's like he's just happy.
He's not that guy.
You know.
Okay, this is awkward.
Sorry. As I
I'm
said,
saying-
I
sorry.
said I was going
He's
to
not
act
that
like you're not. I'm sorry.
He's not that guy.
Now,
He's-
I want to shift the whole conversation. This is very important to me. So there's been a lot of clamor about women supporting women and then lots of all of these things.
Yeah.
Right. But when it comes to music and development of women and other artists and putting them out and supporting other artists and all of that,
Yeah.
it seems to be missing.
Right.
Someone says, there's been this person, that person, there's Simi, no. I would even, there's Tiwa Savage, there's Simi, there's Yemi Alade, there's all of these people. And then he says,
Keep going. All of
who
which
are
people?
these
Keep going. No,
the-
I'm actually for real.
top 4 here now?
No. Say everybody you know. Say all the female artists you know. Don't tell me top 4.
No, these are the top 4.
Tell me all the female artists
No,
you know.
but there's an actual top 4.
I know, but tell me all the female artists that you know.
I
Mention
know
them.
quite a lot.
All the female
Okay,
artists, not top
Simi,
4,
okay,
but like
no
popular
problem.
female artists.
Tiwa
you know.
Savage.
Okay, why?
Simi,
Tiwa
Tem,
Savage,
I'm going
Simi,
somewhere.
Thames. Okay, no,
Ira
it's
Star,
fine. Ira Star,
Fave, King Madi,
King Marty. King Marty
Cold.
is still fresh.
Who?
Cold AF. You should check her out. She's very good.
I'm saying
Okay.
popular. I don't mean
Oh,
anything by
popular.
that
Okay,
yet,
like
but like
very
they're already like
popular.
out
That's
there
very good.
mainstream.
She's about
King
to
Madi.
point out that. Okay, never mind. But yeah,
Bloody Civilian?
Yeah, bloody.
bloody civilian. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
she's
she's
popping.
not on this list. No offense.
She's
I'm not
making.
love
saying. I
her.
said
She's
not
great.
top 4. She's on the list I'm talking about.
Yemi Alade.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mentioned Yemi Alade already.
Okay. How many is
Definitely on the
that?
list.
That's about 6.
It's about 9.
9.
We don't enter 9.
Okay, keep
thereabout.
going. You were saying something.
I
Keep
know
going,
where
keep
she's
going.
going with
I don't reach 9. I see as well.
No, as in keep going with the point you were making.
Okay, so I'm saying this to say the point from that conversation was a lot of you guys at top 4, I reiterate,
Oh, there's
aren't-
Asha. Queen.
Asha.
God.
She's in a league of her own. It's fine.
No.
He's
They want
offended.
to-
because he's a fan.
I'm very sorry. I love her. I
Okay.
don't disrespect, right? Same way I won't disrespect if you're here or not.
Yeah.
It's just honesty, right? All of you guys, and the conversation is, you people aren't pushing out fresh new female artists like the men are.
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
I hope you receive it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, take.
Not coming.
So-
Sorry. No. I don't.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yes, please.
So, majority of the men that are pushing male artists, new
Yes.
male artists out,
Yes.
you know that they have certain placements and they have access to resources and they have powers in the industry that women do not have. So when you call the top 4 women, tell me the top 4 men. Let
Top
me not
four
even say.
Very
Let me not say
debatable.
top 4
Very
men.
debatable.
Someone
Shit,
made a
that-
comment
that-
about that recently.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
But being debatable is already, that's like, that already kind of like
Competition.
adds
There's
to
a
my
number.
point.
Stable.
There's so many.
Yeah.
There's too many. And then the people that have the most power, that have the access to all these things, that people pay the most attention to are the guys. You're saying top 4, but if you're calling top 10 artists, or let me not say top 10 artists, top 4 artists in Nigeria, don't separate us. Men and women. Are women in top 4?
I think
No.
there's one woman.
I mean,
in
well,
top
now, yes.
No.
Now,
Yeah,
yes.
now, yes.
Now, yes.
Top
and they're
4 artists.
in Nigeria.
In
no.
Nigeria,
Top 5. I
no.
think there's a woman in there.
top
No.
4 now.
Top
There's a
Top
woman.
5.
I don't
There's
think
no
there's-
woman. Sir, let's not tell lies.
Okay,
Excuse me.
That's fine. I can take that because that makes
No,
my point.
I'm not even trying to insult
It's
the women.
it's aligned.
no, I'm
with
saying-
It's
I'm
aligned
saying-
with what she
Yes.
said.
But that's my point.
Yes.
So, you people are asking
Why
us
do you
to
think
do
so?
things. Why do I think so? Because they're not giving women.
What?
They're not giving. What do you mean? What?
I'm trying to listen to you.
Tell me one woman that you know that has like the kind of
Cachet.
influence that Olamide has. For example.
Influence.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to judge almost 15 to 20 years of hard work and call it
How long do you think that?
influence.
What do you mean call it
To
influence?
say, no, this
Tiwa
is
and
where I'm
Olamide
going.
came out at the same time.
Yes. What do you mean?
Tiwa and Olamide came out at the same time. No,
Yeah.
that's not
They
a
did.
fact.
They
That's
did.
What
not
do you
fact. That's not
mean?
fact.
They did.
Eniduro was not Tiwa Savage.
Can we
Simi.
Google
Tiwa
it?
released Kele Kele Love the same year.
Can
as
we
Eniduro.
Google it?
Okay.
That's
I,
a fact.
I would check that. Please, producers, check for me.
That is a fact.
For me. Right? But
Kele
I still
Kele
think-
Love. What year did Kele
I
Kele
still
Love come out?
2010.
And Olamide's
My
first
money's
song.
on that shit. 2010. It came out in 2010.
Please check for me, not for them. But I'm saying this to say that I'm not comparing Tiwa Savage and Olamide.
No, I didn't say you were comparing.
but-
I'm saying that you can only do things with what you have.
Do you,
Do you
think
think?
that
Are you
Tiwa?
just? Do you want people to just? Do you want female artists to just go and sign another female artist so that they'll say that this would have signed a female artist? If you don't have that kind of influence to make those things happen,
And the resources.
you're just tying people down and you're being wicked. Honestly.
So how do the men get these
well,
resources?
you tell me, because I would like to get the resources too.
Shit.
I would like to get the resources too. You do double the work, you get half the results. When you see lineups, you guys are going to shows. You see lineup of 10 artists. There's one female artist, and all the other people are guys. You're asking me how? That's what I want to know.
No, but there was a period where there was Cardi B and there was Nicki Minaj. And
Are
then-
you kidding?
And then
This
these
is- I'm
guys
talking
are
about
topping
Nigeria.
all of these things.
I'm talking about
No,
Nigeria. It's
I'm-
not the same at all. We don't have the same. We don't have the same mouths. So if you're talking about that, we don't have, like now, if we're
So
abroad
are you
now.
indirectly saying that women and female artists are being suppressed? Is that what it is?
I'm not indirectly saying it.
Female artists are being suppressed then?
We don't have the same opportunities. Like female artists are like basically when they're hustling to keep their own heads above water to survive in the industry. You're asking us to go and take on more than we can chew and tie somebody else down so that they can say that you are being mean to an artist. I mean, I'm of the opinion that people should not sign somebody just so that they say,
You have
it's
signed.
my time to sign. Because that's somebody's life. That's a contract. By the time you sign them and you don't have, because it takes funds. Do you know how much it takes to shoot a video today?
Oh, yeah, I do.
How much it takes for studio sessions
Oh,
today?
yes, I do.
For producers?
Yes, I do.
If you don't have that kind of access for outside of yourself, why are you signing someone? How many, if you count all the male, and the reason why I say you should count how many female artists you know, count all the male artists you know, how many of them have signed someone? So if you're taking the ratio of the
Quite a
guys
number.
to the girls, I'm sorry, please
Quite a
tell me all
number.
the ones that you know that have signed someone.
That's a lot of
Ah,
women. that
come
sign
on, man.
artists.
Huh?
That's
Come
a lot of
on.
women. that
Each
sign
of
artists.
these
No, I said
people-
men. I'm not saying women.
Each
Oh,
of
men,
these
it's a lot.
men,
Please tell me. I'm not arguing. I'm not disagreeing.
You are
I'm
making
saying
a
tell
point.
me.
some of these men have even signed female artists as well.
Yeah, but you are making
I
a
said,
point.
who are the people that have signed the artists? All the male artists you know that are signing people. Tell
Most
me
of
their
them
names.
have signed female.
Not really.
Most of them, Davido,
I've
there
signed
was Leah, there's
No,
David
I
has-
didn't say,
Olamide,
I didn't
there
say that
was
signed female artists. That
That
signed
signed
any
artists.
artist. No, it doesn't have to be female.
quite a number.
I know. Tell me who they are.
David has like 5
I'm
under
not
his rap
disagreeing.
sheet.
Keep going.
Olamide has like 7
Okay.
or 7 to 10.
I don't think you
career
understand
time.
me.
Yeah,
I'm
facts.
saying, tell me the name of tell me the people you know
All
that
the people.
have signed artists.
This
The big
conversation
ones,
then
the big
gets
ones.
very
No, the big ones.
extensive.
No, but I'm trying to make the point. I'm trying to make my point.
You are making a point.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my point.
And the point is,
The name, say if we have 3, let's say we have 3 female artists now, and we have
The ratio.
the
doesn't
ratio.
add up.
There's no way. If you have 3 big female artists and you have say 15 big male artists,
you're not paying attention to me.
Okay, what are you saying?
Because double down right? Question is, why are they not signing female artists?
Why is who not signing female artists?
So
The people hold on.
Okay.
The people that are signing,
Yeah.
that are not signing female artists, why are they not signing female artists?
Can I jump in?
Jump in,
I don't
please.
know.
Feel free.
Simi, can I
How am I
jump in?
supposed to know?
Simi, can I jump in with my opinion?
Were you not signed at some point? Did you recoup? Did you make hit records? Yes, you did.
Can I have an
Sorry.
I was one of the
Simi.
exceptions. You can't use me as an example.
Exactly.
How so?
It just is what
She's
it
an
is. I was one of
No,
the exceptions.
you are an exception. Yes,
Guys,
I agree.
guys.
But
Guys, chill. It's getting very heated. I should
No,
know
no. Okay.
why are they not signing female artists? Tolani,
that. Calm down.
I'm asking you.
Calm down. Signing a male artist and a female artist has never been the same. It has never been the same thing.
Why?
For a lot of reasons.
It's more expensive to maintain a female artist.
It's more expensive
They
to
say.
roll out a female artist. Maybe not maintain to roll a female artist out. It's more expensive, and I'm not just talking about financial expenses. Okay, there is just a lot more that it requires. There's a lot more thoughtfulness. I wrote an article about this while I was at Pulse about 4 years ago. I interviewed a lot of people that wanted to speak on it, and the thought was very almost uniform across board, right? And a lot of people were like, it involves a lot of things, and a lot of times you need people that can handle it. And minus that, Nigeria as a country, like, look at when Tiwa Savage blew up with Kele Kele Love. Nigeria is a country steeped in quote and unquote morality. I say quote and unquote because the reality is that you make, like, look at a 16-year-old boy and a 16-year-old girl. Let's take that case for example. A 16-year-old boy has a girlfriend. His mom and his parents are proud of it. Maybe not proud of it, but they are not batting an eyelid exactly. But a girl has a boyfriend, a 16-year-old girl. Now, everybody wants to turn their nose up. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just telling you the reality. Now, what I'm saying in essence now is that the reality then becomes that you are trying to break a female artist. First things first, the mentality of the person that's trying to break a female artist might not be the same. Might not be what's required. Now, a lot of people don't even understand you are trying to break a female artist as like a male artist. A lot of people have that problem. Now, there's the perspective of the female artists that are trying to have a conversation about needing specific things that maybe the men might not need. So a lot of people don't want to go through the emotional labor of doing what it requires and understanding what it requires. Does that make sense? So there are differences that are required. There are peculiarities to both people, and then the audience itself, what the audience understands, in what a pop star requires. Look at Simi, for example. Simi does a bikini photo. Everybody has an opinion about that. If a man goes shirtless on a video, nobody gives a shit.
No,
Does that make
because
sense?
the bikini conversation, daft.
I know.
No,
but you and I are not we're not the barometer. The barometer is the audience. Does that make sense?
No. Barometers are not willing to convert the other guys.
Let's move on from this.
That's why. But separate convo.
Let's move
Simi,
on from the conversation.
I love you from the depths of my heart, right? Your music, your person, as far as I've known you and the little that I know of you as a person, I think you are absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Right? But I also think that in same vein, as a leading female artist,
Yeah.
you should consider the possibility of you and Tiwa Savage
Yeah.
just made a record
Right.
recently. Both of you have been running this game for a long time. There's Yemi Alade there as well.
Yemi Alade has signed artists.
Say that again.
Yemi Alade has signed artists.
Has what?
The label has signed artists. Brainy.
Yemi Alade.
Yeah.
Did Yemi Alade sign an artist, or did FVC Records? Is that what they called? Sign an artist. That's not even the convo.
I can't
Me and you
separate.
will have that after the show. But I think that female artists can sign and co-sign female artists. And honestly speaking, personally, I think you're one of the top
One of the
few,
very few.
like the highest few in life. My few being 3 people, by the way. I no go mention. Yes, you, then 2 others. Right? That can do it. And I think you should play with that thought. You know?
I don't want us to. It's a very sensitive conversation.
Yeah, I do. I think so too.
Why
It's
is
very
it sensitive?
It's
very
sensitive because it's
sensitive.
not as. I think you're trying to oversimplify it. That's
Yeah,
the
that's
problem.
I get where you're coming
I think
from.
you're oversimplifying it because, like, for you it's an idea. For me, it's a lived experience, right? No. I heard you
Yes,
out.
yes.
For me, it's a lived experience, and I've seen people get signed, and just like by people that love music, and that have a passion for it, but don't have like the resources or don't have like the
The heart for it.
yes, or not like the stamina for it. Like because sometimes
It
you put
requires something different.
yeah, you put an artist out, you drop a song, maybe it doesn't pop. You have to drop another one. Maybe it doesn't pop.
And then the artist has their own
But
baggage.
you signed them. You have signed them. It's a contract. You're supposed to keep going.
Yep.
And I feel like anyone that doesn't have that grit, whether you're a girl or a boy, or a man or a woman,
They're
if you
gonna
don't
fail.
have that grit, leave people alone. That's my take. That's how I feel. And I think that people say this to women because I don't know. Sometimes when they say something female, it's like because we are female, you ask us things specifically. This, if anything, you should ask every artist that has never signed anybody, why have you not signed anybody? Because we're female does not mean that we have special powers to sign. I think you should sign people if you have the grit to take on somebody's career and take it till
To
the
the next
end.
level.
Or
If you
leave
can't do
people
it, there's
alone.
no point.
I don't think signing is about somebody being a female artist and doing it because they have the. I think it's because you're actually literally taking somebody's life
Yes.
in your hands.
I agree.
And they're signing it to you, and you make those choices, and you have to put those funds down, and you have to be there when they're sad. You have to be there when it's not working. You have to be there through all of it. If you don't have the grit for it, if you don't have the passion, whatever gender you are, then leave people
them
alone.
alone.
And I think women stand out more because we're fewer. So, if you don't do something, they notice you more. If you're not featured, they notice you more. Because female artists.
One of Nigeria's biggest artists has not broken an artist, by the way.
Say again.
One of Nigeria's biggest male artists
Please,
has
let's
not
don't
broken
have
an
this
artist.
conversation while I'm
No. The point is, so you can't focus.
Yeah,
it
you're singling
on the
us
female
out
artists.
because we're females. Like,
Yeah.
okay, all artists. Why are all artists not signing? I don't think because you're an artist, you have to sign artists. That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
And the fact that we're female doesn't make us special.
Yeah.
We're still just artists at the end of the day. So if you have the resources, even people that have the resources, if they don't have the passion, leave people alone. Let people go and meet who is really willing. Because I really have, and thing is, I was signed, like I told you, I said I was the exception as a female. There are many females, like female artists that were signed to other record labels in the same time I was.
In your same label.
Yeah, and I know how much they have struggled or how hard it's been for them because of all the things you said. The kind of thing I've had people say.
The audience
somebody
itself
yeah,
is a
I've
problem.
seen people say, "Damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you are do glam, they say you have too much money. If you don't do glam, they
If
say
you
you are
dance
not
too
sexy."
much, it's a problem.
When I got signed, my boss at the time was told not to sign me because I'm not doing sexy. Yeah, that's what they said.
Facts.
So, like, if he had listened, that's him already counting me out. So people are thinking all these things. Oh, female artists, they're so problematic. You don't even give them a chance to be all the things that they can be. Look at Ira Star. Look at all the things she's doing. You are reducing a woman to how much money her makeup is going to cost or how much her skirts is going to cost. Meanwhile, she's just a fucking artist like the next guy. So if you're already putting all these things on the table about us, we're here literally fighting for our lives, right? And then when you're fighting for your life, somebody now comes and they're asking special things of you just because you're a woman. Even though because you're a woman, you're already not getting certain opportunities. You're already being counted out most of the time. Do you know how many people say things to me like now, okay, fine. I got married. I had a baby. the kind of things people say to me.
Very mean shit.
Yeah, the kind of things people say to me just because I am the woman in the relationship, or they have certain who say, Simi,
seen
what
some
about
of
your
them.
husband?
I've seen some of
I'm
them.
like, I'm not here. My competition is not my husband. I'm an artist by myself. I'm not here trying to this thing. But the things I get, that's why I said it's a lived experience for me. It's easy to sit down and have these conversations. Someone just go on Twitter, why is it that women are not supporting things? I'm like, shut the fuck up, because you don't know. These are things that, like, we actually wake up to every day. I remember when I was pregnant. I hadn't even announced that I was pregnant yet. And somebody called my manager and said, oh, we have a show in Abuja. And my manager said, oh, this is her price. And then he goes, oh, no, we can't pay that. Is she not pregnant?
Hey!
I'm not, like, if it didn't happen to me now, you say maybe I'm lying. Are we Vincent?
Vincent,
Is it true or not, Vincent?
is
Yeah.
it
Oh,
true or
this
not?
is something.
No,
I
it's
said
fine.
they called that. Someone called for a show in Abuja when I was pregnant. And when you give them price, they said, oh, is she not pregnant? And that shit happens all the time. If it's not that, it's something else. That's the truth. That is the life. So you're there basically trying to fight for your own life. I'll not go and carry just to say, oh, so that somebody can say female artist aside. I'll now take somebody's bukata to add it to my own. And by the time I add it, I'm not giving them everything that they deserve. And then I become like a witch. I don't think it's fair.
And then you sign a contract that you put money down.
Yes, I've signed the contract, I put money down. By the time they say they want to leave, I say no, Laila, I've put, after everything I've put into your career.
And now they go on social media and go crazy.
Yeah, so it's not, that's why I say I think you're oversimplifying it. It's not that simple. This is actually people, like, Tiwa is amazing. She's like,
100%.
she's been top of her game from the beginning of her career. Do you know how much work that takes?
100%.
How she bounced back after having her son as well, with all the scrutiny she's faced in social media. How many times? And every time somebody comes out, and I think that they do with female artists, the moment a new artist comes out, they compare with the one that popped last. The one who comes out. So it's like, even if you want to get along, they don't want us to get along. They find a way. Me, I'm the kind of person that I love out loud. I like to compliment people. I'm going to go, I love this person. But you post something, somebody else comes and says, oh, fake love. I don't need that energy. So sometimes now I love quietly. That's why I say sometimes they don't really want you to fuck with each other. They put, somebody pop now, they will not do 4 windows. With your
like or retweet.
It's fucking stupid. I'm serious. They say, who is your favorite? Which female artist are you canceling? Who do you want to put? Like, but you know how many guys are thriving in this industry?
But they do that to women, though.
Not as, come on. You think they do it as much?
I was.
You think they do it as much?
I was holding myself from saying that.
You think they do
So
it
I
as
don't
much
look
to
like-
men?
It's
So, like, as this guy, who is the person that blew last now? I'm trying to
Charlie
look for a
Poppy.
guy. Let's say Charlie Poppy. So who do they compare him with in the industry? And say, who do you prefer?
So it's a stand culture thing, which I've critiqued a lot, right?
Yeah.
And stands just, a lot of times they create conversation for us, but a lot of times those things can be very toxic, and they even feed into beef of artists that have beef. I don't know if that makes sense, right? So I think it does exist.
No,
but
I understand about
they
like
just pit
thriving
people against
artists
each other.
putting them. That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, what
I'm saying 2 artists, like, say for example, like, okay, I don't want to say names, but like they have 2 popping artists or 3, and they start saying, oh, they are comparing them, but they're all popping. I'm talking about when somebody new breaks and they say, oh, this person is no longer. Who are you going to? That's what I'm talking about. It's like when they don't. It's like they don't really give us space. They don't give us space to support new people, because it's almost like they want you
On a hot
to be
seat
against.
at all times.
Yeah, and it's very toxic. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. Like, somebody you're not trying to, because I feel like there's space for everybody.
But you do know that some of the people that start those conversations are teams of those artists, right?
Well, I guess
That's not a conversation.
everybody's gonna be okay, man. I know that, like, people. I know what you're saying. I know it happens as well. I'm just saying. I'm not. This is me. I've complained about this, but my point is, the reason why I'm sounding so passionate about it, I'm just saying this is something that it happens every day. I'm not saying you can't sign. Like, tomorrow night, if I wake up and I have like an intense desire to sign someone, I feel like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. I have this dream. This is what I'm gonna do with them. I have this idea. Then yeah, but I'm not gonna do it just because I'm a woman to prove a point. I think that's careless and unfair to the artists.
Especially if you know that you can't do it.
Yeah, if you don't have, because it takes a lot to sign an artist, especially like you said, the industry is saturated. Do you know how many talents out there now? So you now take someone on, and then you not see small challenge. You not say, oh, want me to show. You now step back, and I don't know. I guess everybody can have a different take. That's just my take.
Simi, how does it feel to, to, I think you moved out of the country with your family.
Am I not here?
You're
Am I not here with you
you're
now?
ubiquitous.
I'm I go back and forth. We go back and forth.
Yeah, but how was that decision for you? Was it tough
To
to move?
No, I mean things change. You add on things to your life, you remove some things. So you just see what fits your family as it grows, I guess. So as long as we're going in the same direction, I think like
What are some of the metrics that you put in place to help the family, especially with Deja in the picture? With
yeah.
you guys are recording artists that toil sometimes or
Yeah.
a lot, right? What are the things that you put in place to help offset the pressure of some of those things?
How do you mean?
Like, so I know some people that maybe when they're moving, they're carrying their siblings along, or maybe their
Oh,
parents,
okay.
or all of those things. What are
Oh,
the
my mom is usually very because I'm not big on nanny.
don't trust them?
It's not that I just because I didn't start out that way.
I hear you.
So my mom.
Fucking
I
nannies,
agree.
nigga.
No.
Honestly speaking,
That's
I've been
not.
Trust them.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't trust them. I
That's
said.
not what I'm
No.
saying.
Now me talk up.
But my mom has like some nannies have been amazing. I know
I
people
hear
that
you.
have had great nannies. So that's not. I'm just saying me personally. I'm not really gone
Had
with
the-
nannies.
yeah.
Yeah. But my mom has been so amazing. You know, usually when we travel, like I go with my mom. You know, so if I have to, I know that my baby's safe and she's cool.
She's taken care of.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
Bro, I've seen
Simi.
very messed up videos.
Lost and found.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song?
Oof.
Lost and found.
Ooh, really? Not
Yeah.
Messiah?
So
Y'all niggas are A.
actually, I didn't even think I had a favorite song until I was just thinking 2 days ago. I was like, you know what, this because that's the spirit of the album. So yeah.
Lost and found. You wrote it on Messiah. Was it? Do you write sometimes with movies or like abstract ideas in mind, or are the real life situations? Which is another question I have about Restless
Yeah.
CP. Do
Ah.
real life situations inspire some of those songs?
Yeah. Some are real life inspired. Sometimes I just hear an idea and I can just see myself fleshing it out and just building a story around it. You know, like I think that for Messiah, I was just thinking about I must have maybe somebody said something about like I can't save you or something. I was like, oh, this is a great idea. So like, I'm a storyteller. I love to pull things like take one idea and just pull it apart so like people can just see all the parts inside it. So yeah, that's usually how writing works for me.
Are there limitations to some of the things that you want to write about now? Like knowing that maybe you're married, your mother.
Yeah.
Do you think about writing about a breakup, for example, or a toxic relationship,
Oh,
for
I
example?
yeah, I write a lot of sad songs.
Yeah,
Last year I put out a song called Stranger.
I know.
So that's a sad song. Like that's the thing. Lots of my songs are just also I'm writing for other people. It's not always just for me. Like the stories are like things I feel like people might be able to connect to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Do you have anything specifically you want to talk about? Because
lost and
they have been
found.
putting up labels and shit.
Okay.
Shout out to my producer CJ. Fuck that nigga.
Lost and found. Stream my album. It just came out. It's beautiful. It's the kind of album that you actually have to sit down and absorb. It's not just vibes. Like you can get to feel something. So you can drive to it. You can dance to it. You can sing to it. You can exist to it and do everything to it. So Lost and Found, stream, share, tell somebody about it. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Simi in the building. Please give a round of applause. Thank you for pulling up, Simi.
Thank you for
And
having
giving
me.
us an interesting conversation.
Thank you. I have fun.
We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And the last part, shout out to Quincy and Simi. Quincy.
Come on, you heard me.
Was brought to you by Shivers.
What's up?
Is it the alcohol?
Where's up?
No, that's
it's
for
a-
you. It's not true.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Um, So this episode was brought to you by Shivers Rigo. Buy a bottle of XV today, even though Simi didn't drink with us. And Pop Central TV, channel 189 on DSTV. Everything you missed during the break will be out on all streaming platforms on Monday before 9 a.m. Yoruba ni mi o jade me. 9 a.m. And the conversation. Fuck you, nigga. The conversation continues next week. Shout out to CJ that tried to stop this conversation when it was getting good.
He's a hater.
Shout out to. I agree. You don't like him, do you?
No, I do.
Oh, fuck him. Shout out to STXO. Shout out to my nigga Vincent. Shout out to the conversation. Thank you very much, Simi. And it's a wrap for this episode.
Adios.